Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today, we're going to be going into the deck build box. We've already gone into it, we've already got all the cards. We didn't get gypped too hard. I think the first time we went through the box, we had to go all the way down to the second to last pack. The second time, I think we saved 9 or 10 packs. And then the third time, I think we saved about 4 packs. So, it could have been a lot worse. Obviously, we could have gotten very lucky and gotten them very, very quickly. But we didn't have to go to the bottom all 3 times at the very least, which is my usual rush pack opening experience. So the plan today is to use some of the new cards. We don't obviously have that much, right? We got 1 new skill. We've got 6 new cards. So we're not even going to be using the new skill today, because I think we want to try out the Mirror Gear stuff first. And we'll save the red boot until Tuesday. We'll probably have a little bit more kind of time and enthusiasm to pour into it, and then maybe we'll look at the spellcaster stuff on Thursday. We will have to wait and see. But recently we have had some pretty cool stuff going on. There was a strange Angel Cup that wasn't really posted anywhere. I think Apaki was doing the entirety of it, so it wasn't really advertised. It wasn't posted on the Angel Cup Discord. It was basically just kind of tweeted about, and then it happened, and there was only 10 players. So it turns out if you don't advertise your tournaments, you don't get a very good turnout, which is a little bit disappointing. Hopefully they can rectify that if they do plan to continue with the Angel Cup in the future. We also had the Rush Duel Coliseum show match last night. That was a ton of fun. I was commentating. We got to see some really cool players play with some really cool off-meta decks. I had a ton of fun casting the event. I hope a lot of you had a ton of fun spectating it. And I guess the last thing to really talk about is that we will be doing a kind of, not really an announcement, it's kind of an announcement, I suppose. So we have been working on a few little projects, the first of which was quite a simple one. It's just the history of Rush Duel Links, where we had to basically go through the history of Rush Duel Links to basically catalog all the information, and we're slowly releasing that as a series over on YouTube. The other project we've been working on is a bit more of a community project. This is going to be the sort of thing where we will need community volunteers. This is going to be the sort of thing where it will be kind of an event, I suppose, that we will try and get all of you guys involved in. We'll see how that goes. We'll reveal a little bit more about that as we go, but I do hope that some people at least do decide to participate, because I think we're going to need at least 4 people. I think a maximum of 8 people for it, but we'll talk about that a little bit in a bizzle. So first things first, let's talk about who we have in chat today. We have Luis Fernando, who is becoming a very, very keen regular here on the channel. So welcome on in, my friend. Dragius or Red Boot today. We are probably going to be going for the Dragius and Mirror Gear stuff today, because I do think the Red Boot stuff is more interesting. I do think the Mirror Gear stuff is more competitive. So we're going to try and get the competitive stuff out of the way, because we do have a tournament coming up this evening, which is going to be the Go Rush Grand Prix, which we are very excited to participate in, and we will probably be using the new Dragon Fusion deck there. So we have Whistling Bird Rush Project. Yes, we will be, again, talking about that in a little bit. I am quite excited for it, because it is something, it's one of those things where it's very easy to do something on your own, right? It's very easy to, for example, the history of Rush Duel Links, right? That's very simple. I can go get all the information I need for that. I can write the script, I can edit the video, I can decide the kind of visuals I want in it, and it's all very easy to do on your own. When you start doing something that requires basically effectively volunteers or effectively audience participation or community participation, suddenly it becomes a bit more like, well, this isn't going to work unless everyone else is kind of on the same page. But again, worst case scenario, and if no one's particularly interested in it, I will just reassess what I've got. I can use it somewhere else. We can reappropriate everything we've done. Nothing will be wasted. So it's not the end of the world, no matter what. We have Duke in the chat. Is TikTok getting banned? I did hear about this. I don't know, because it would be today, right? I think today TikTok might be getting banned in America. I don't want to get into politics, but I don't really use TikTok. I probably should post things to TikTok, like my YouTube shorts and stuff, but I am far too lazy to do that, and too much of a boomer. We have Sakadetsu. Hello, Mr. Tomato. Hello, chat. Hello, Sakadetsu. Welcome. 5 or 6 bosses. So, historically, I've personally always preferred 4 bosses in Dragon Fusion. We will probably be trying out 5 today, and if it just feels really bricky, we'll drop back down to 4, but we'll see how it goes. Anyone seen Victor here? I want to see his rainbow saber. Are you... What is going on with you, Duke? You keep talking about Victor's rainbow saber. What's going on there? This is a miracle that Tomato was live. So we do stream on Sundays. Sundays is it's not a regular stream day, but even on our offline stream, we do have that the bonus streams are on Sundays. Typically, Sunday is reserved for when a new product drops, right? That is the plan. Because if we have, a new product drop, we want to get videos out. If we want to get videos out, we need footage. If we want footage, we might as well stream it. Because what's the point in just practicing on our own Billy No Mate style when we could be doing it for all to see, right? Hello, Tomato. Hello, chat. Hello, Hikari. Welcome on in. I, by the way, I will be thinking about Hikari's win yesterday with Sparks for months. Like, that is going to be living rent-free in my mind of just Hikari dropping Sparks, doing 200 exact damage, and ending the game was so funny. And I really hope we get moments like that in the future as well. Very, very good. Hello, Dr. Alex. Welcome on in. Excited Tomato. I'm always excited. I'm very easily excitable. It's one of those problems, right, where it's kind of a double-edged coin, or a double-edged sword, double-sided coin. But because I, in general, am quite a very emotional person. But that means my negative emotions can kind of come out just as easily as the positive ones. Which, again, is a good thing and a bad thing, right? Where is Victor? Victor will probably hang out later. Victor shows up and disappears at his own whim. Secret Project? Yes, we will be planning to do Secret Project. Talk at some point. I don't know when we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it at some point today. So I guess stay tuned to hear more. The history is cool. Yeah, I've been really enjoying doing history. The only problem is, like, the usual content I do is take replays from stream, slap that into a video, do a, 10-minute talk over done, or information pieces where I kind of already know what I want to say, so I can just kind of bullet point it and then just yap at the camera for 20 minutes. When I'm doing something where I have to do a lot of research, write out a script, and then do a more in-depth editing style, it does take a lot longer, but it is more satisfying to make. Unfortunately, the history of Rush Duel Links haven't been getting as great of views, but that's to be expected, right? Most people are going to come to the channel looking for ways that they can improve their own Rush Duel experience, not for a history kind of recap of what has already happened. So I personally enjoy making it, so I'm going to keep making them. That's kind of just how I do, but it is what it is. Dr. Alex is on a 95 stream streak. My man is on his way to 100. And remember, we typically only stream twice a week. So that is basically coming up to 50 weeks of constant watching of the streams. Red Boot is funny, but it's weak. If we have Fusion, the deck have its potential. Yeah, that's what you've just said, Louise, there, is you have said, basically, summed up all of the Go Rush decks. All of the Go Rush decks are going to be bad unless they get a busted skill or they wait until they get their Fusion. That is every single Go Rush deck. Which is a little bit sad, but on the other hand, we have got a busted skill for Zuijo, we have got a busted skill for Udius, and those decks are doing quite well. So, Join Tech is also doing okay, but in a good stuff machine pile. So, it doesn't have a broken skill, but it's doing okay because the rest of the machine cards just kind of work well with it, which has been quite nice. How can I join Tomato? We will be posting all of that later on during the stream, I'll tell you that much. 6, go for 6. 3 is fun, more Mirageus. 6 is... The only thing is, I'm worried about bricking. I have a really bad tendency, and I used to play... When the Dragon Fusion deck first came out with Mirageus, or with Drageus style, I played 5 bosses, and I would brick constantly. Constant bricking. So I dropped it down to 4, and I was still bricking. So I dropped it down to 3, and then still, I would get games where I would just oh, I've got nothing in hand, draw 5 turns for turn, oh, there's all 3 Drageus. And I'm like, why? Why is this happening? So just out of an abundance of caution, I try to not play too many bricks or too many boss monsters in the deck, unless I have really good ways to filter them. I don't know as well what we're going to do with Phoenix Dragon yet. We're probably going to play it and drop the Rice, but we'll see how it goes. more Mirror Gears. I play 6 too. I think playing 6 is cool because of exactly Mirror Gears' effect, right? And no other real reason. So obviously you don't need it for Mirror Gear Star. You don't need it for Dragia Star. You would only need it for if we're going to summon out the Mirror Gears and then use its effect immediately, which can be really, really good. But I think playing more is playing to better high roll, but actually lowers the consistency. Because even though you're more likely to find Mirror Gears, you are also more likely to open more boss monsters that you can't do anything with. Because for every time you get out a Mirror Gears and it's going to do an insane amount of damage, you're also going to get out a Mirror Gears that isn't going to do anything. So it's an awkward one. It's an awkward one. Yeah, Sparks was amazing. I use 6 boss, but 7 shift because the skill get fusion and you can use it for the cost of shift. I don't really like 7 shift. I think 7 shift is a band-aid for a problem that shouldn't exist. So I think if we just get rid of the problem, we don't need the band-aid, and therefore we don't clog up the deck with bad spells. That's kind of how I look at it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that is the correct opinion. I'm not saying that that is objective fact. I'm saying that's my point of view of it, like at the moment, having not tested it. We have Shui in the chat. Hello, streamer. Hello, Shui. I really need to fix my Shui command, but we're going to drop the Shui command anyway because, you know, Shui's in the chat. We got to drop the Shui command. Behold, the Shui command. Dark Galaxy, my beloved Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Spoilers! Uh-oh, not spoilers. It's just sad it doesn't do so well in a Dragon's meta. Yes. I mean, it's still doing, like... I mean, I say that. I haven't really experimented at all since the new box came out, so I can't really speak to that. But if you say so, I'll trust your opinion. Well, Mirror Unbricks. Star Transfer is good, and Flip Flap help as well. So, Mirror Unbricks... as long as you can get Mirror out, because there will still be some situations where you look at your hand and it's Mirror Gear Star, or Mirror Gears, Dragius, normal summon, and you go, oh, this doesn't do anything. And unfortunately that happens more often than I would like it to. That's always the problem I always have with it. I'm going to watch your video about History's Tomato. Thank you, I appreciate that. Jointech with Jointech Hero can do a lot of things this moment. But we don't have Jointech Hero. That's the biggest issue. We've been wanting Jointech Hero for so long. 6 bosses are bricky, but I prefer this version with 7 shift. I mean, we might try it out. We might try it out at some point. We'll probably be trying out a bunch of different builds today. It's probably going to be the plan. I've been grinding in Duel Links. I've been improving my Neos deck. Nice, nice. Mirror Gears effect is so cool against Psychics. Well, it doesn't work against the fusion, but the rest of it's going to be fantastic. But I suppose the idea is, ideally, you get out Mirror Gears, use its effect, then summon out the fusion, then use that effect on the fusion. Which I suppose you don't even need its effects. It's already got 3,000 attack, but still quite nice. Jointech with Jointech Hero and a good skill. Have a chance. Oh, yeah. By the way, Tomato, when will we see you making Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime review series? Is there a chance? I've done a couple of videos about the anime. So anything I say about the anime is going to be extremely subjective. It's not going to be objective. So it would only really be entertaining if you give a shit about my opinion. Other than that, I'm not going to be doing like a breakdown in any kind of objective way. So I like to kind of ramble about stuff, how I see it and how I like it, and things I like about it, things I don't like about it, and that would be the sort of content it would be, so put it that way. Skill can get you 1 normal if you are desperate. Yeah, but again, that doesn't really fix the problem, because you get 1 normal 1 time ever, which doesn't, again, it doesn't fix the issue. It's a band-aid fix, right? The issue is still there. The overwhelming issue is still, I'm playing too many big monsters, right? And then we have all of these ways that can say, oh, I don't necessarily get punished, or I can dig myself out of this hole if I get this, and if I get this, and if I get this. But just as often as you get those cards that will sort you out, you just won't get those cards. So, like, I'm not saying it's the wrong way to play. I'm saying, based on my prior experience, I don't think that's going to be better than just playing less boss monsters. I think playing less boss monsters in most decks is always going to be the correct choice. But there will be some situations where it won't. For example, if you do play the lower boss count, you will be more susceptible to something like Dark Galaxy, which can put on a lot of pressure very, very quickly, or Light Galaxy. Both decks, obviously extraordinarily aggressive. If you play a lot of high defense monsters to protect yourself from the Dark Galaxy, then chances are you have low attacks, and now Light Galaxy is going to punish you. And that was kind of the issue that Dragon Fusion had back when it was being very, very, or seeing a lot of play and was very popular, was Light Galaxy would absolutely donk on it. Hey, hello, Corey. Welcome on in. By the way, Tomato, I might not be able to be watching your stream soon, Tomato. When my class are back, I'm going to be busy. Well, if you want to catch them, you won't be able to watch them live, but you can always watch them on the VOD channel. We do have a VOD channel on YouTube, so we at least have that. I mean, I still have to test the Dragius. Later, I will test on stream 2 because I want to use it in Grand Prix. Nice, nice. Well, let's hop on over. Now, is it going to register that we have Duel Links open? Or are we going to have to fiddle with it? There we go, it's done it. So we need to probably just change one of these decks. We got so many different Dragius start decks. We'll just, like, start messing about with this. So what do we want to change? We probably want to include the third copy of this, because that exists now. I don't think we're probably going to want Lesser Dragon. We played a lot of these, like, weird cards because they had high defense and high attack, which meant they could play around piercing effects, and they could also play around Light Galaxy, back when Light Galaxy was like a big deck. I will also have to leave soon, DMing a pen and paper session in 30 minutes. Oh, that sounds exciting though. I hope that goes well. I mean, obviously you're not a player, but I'm curious to know what level your party's at. I'm actually very curious to know that. I haven't played D&D in a long ass time, but well, I say that. You just say you're DMing. Like, DMing, I guess, could mean any other game, but I'm just going to assume it's D&D. But I do really enjoy D&D. I haven't played it in ages, though. What else do we want to do here? We're probably taking these out. These were our anti-thingy cards. We're probably going to want some of these. Then, as much as I like you, I think realistically, we're going to be taking some sort of pot. We have a copy of Fusion. Do we need more than one Fusion? I don't think we need more than one Fusion, right? I don't think realistically that's going to matter. We'll go ahead and find some Dragon Boys. So we're going to want Miragius. We're going to start out with 2, and we'll see if we want to increase or decrease that number. We're going to have to just kind of see where this goes. Do we want to try out Flip and Flap now? I almost want to try, like, a very unaltered build first, I think. I mean, there's Star Replacer. That's just a generically good card, right? I think 10 spell traps is probably fine. So it comes down to, like, what do we want to take out? Probably one of these. And then we need the Miragia Star itself. Alright, we'll try this out. And we'll see how this goes first. This is going to be our initial build. Pot of Greed is better? I mean, it depends, right? Pot of Greed can be better, but it's not always better. And anyone that says that it is always better is just lying. Prepping at the moment. Sick in bed for the last 5 days. First day today. I can even look at my phone again and open the game. Oh, no, Corey. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And I hope you do get well soon. Obviously, it sounds like you're on the tail end of it. So hopefully you'll just be improving. It's not D&D, but I would say the level is advanced. Ah, I see. Okay. Keep your secrets. Hey, Tomato, have you got Miragius Fusion? It's on Duel Links today, just released. Cool deck, I want to see it in action. Yes, we do have the Fusion. I'm not playing Rice or Slime. Risky, but I have to make space. Well, like I say, I don't think this initial build that we've got is going to be, like, the best build. I don't think this is going to be the strongest build. This is just the first build. Oh, I just meant that you didn't reveal what you're playing. Like, what tabletop game you play. If you don't want to tell us, that's completely fine. The system I play has no levels. I see. Alright. And it begins. It begins. Alright, we might be fine. If we just draw, like, a monster and he ends on a boss. Like, if we draw a normal summonable guy and he ends on a boss, we can use the skill, grab the dragon. As is, we might have to use the skill just to unbrick. Well, I mean, we can't do nothing, right? So we're gonna go ahead and grab the dragon. Now the problem is, if his back row is anything, we are still absolutely cooked. I think we just go Dragius, right? Unless it's like the barrier, I think the Dragius is just always the correct choice here. No, actually it's not, isn't it? Because then it's less damage, but this gets an extra boss out of the hand, which it just makes sense. Like, I don't want to do this, but like, it is what it is. So now the big downside here is, one, we're not getting a ton of damage in, right? We're only going to get 100, assuming this even connects. And two, we have now used our skill, so we will not have a good way. Well, I say 100, we got the extra 15. But we can no longer search the dragon. So now, if we want to get out any of our fusions, we just have to get lucky. Which is, Peaks of Blistopia comes down. That's kind of yikes, because that means we're probably going to be losing our boss here. Primal Howling's going to get rid of fusion. That doesn't matter, because we can still search it out. Now, are you playing Grand Prix? Yes, the plan is to play whatever deck we end up with today in the Grand Prix. Have you seen the new Dino over Rush Rare? I did see that it got posted. I haven't read the card yet. We might take a look at that in a little bit on, on stream. But for now, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing here. Go Worms? No, Sakadetsu. That's not right. You're supposed to root for me. Uh-oh, Brick City. Hello, by the way, Galefang. Welcome, welcome. Mirror Gears effect. Use your level 43 Dragon's effect. I'll just use my level 43 Dragon. And unfortunately, we take most of our life points here. This isn't looking great. This is not looking great. Not gonna lie. I mean, there's no reason to not use the skill here. We're just gonna grab this. I want the extra card either way. I can't. So I could use Phoenix Dragon, grab back Mirror Gears. I think I have to, because I can't clear this otherwise. There's literally no other play, so I think we have to send the fusion to the graveyard. So I'll go Phoenix, activate Phoenix, send fusion, grab back Mirror Gears. Although, does Mirror Gears work on level 8s? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Which means we can clear these, but then we still can't clear this. But I mean, what else other option do we actually have? I don't think we literally have one. Use your level 3 Dragon's effect to draw a card. We can't do that, Duke. That's not what that does. That is physically not possible. But worms are cool. Oh yeah. Go Mirror Gear Start and brick you a bit. You can attack twice. No. Yeah, we can't weaken the Build Dragon is the issue. Well, I suppose I could pop this with the card, but then we just have to pretend that this card doesn't exist. Use Triad Dragon's effect. It doesn't work, Duke. It doesn't work like that. That's not what the card does. So I guess we could just pop that, and then we can clear these, and then we just hope that his back row's nothing. I don't think there is another option here. Like, I mean, the other option is we just let this die. But if he's got this... I think we have to get rid of this. It sucks. This is not a good play. But, like... Wait, it doesn't even matter, because I'm still going to just crash anyway. And he could just use the skill to get it back. No, this was all stupid. This whole turn was just bad. Because at this point, I could have just gotten out the... I suppose it doesn't really matter. And he had the negate attack anyway. Well, so far, 5 bosses doesn't feel great. Not gonna lie. We might want to drop it down to 4 bosses. Not a great first outing with the deck. Not a great... I mean, to be fair, we did also lose the coin toss, which is always going to put you in, like, a really bad position. Like, going first versus going second in Rush is so drastically different. Unless you have, like, the, Essel, right? Like, if you have that, it kind of changes it up a little bit, but... Guys, I'm really not feeling the 5 dragon build. Or the 5 boss build, you know? I'm really not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. Because you have to play 6. Yes, increasing the number of high levels will solve the issue. Alright, we could actually sort of play the game with this hand, though. That's always good. I could grab Does this work? Because it will only let me grab one card. Okay, because he's only got a 16, so that's fine. We can get the draw and then see where we are. Because either way, we're probably going to be tributing these two. Just double checking the levels. It's a 1 and a 4. So yeah, we'll just go for this. We can summon. We can summon. We can summon. Oh, he doesn't have a high level. That's me being stupid. 2000. That's so funny that he's like accidentally played around all of my stuff. Is there a reason to summon out Illusion Strike here? Keeping a boss in hand isn't bad, but it depends what he's got. This thing has 900 as well, which is actually really bad for us. Me forgetting about the restrictions on both of these cards is really, really bad. Okay. I think we do go for this, even though this could end up biting us. Getting the extra card out of the hand, I think, is always going to be better for us. So we do this. We do this. Then we can use this to attack over this. I should have used the skill before as well. All right, we're making a lot of mistakes, but that's fine. Making a few mistakes here and there is completely okay. We haven't really played Mirror Gears much, so we haven't had to like worry about the interaction with the skill in a long ass time. So it's fine. We're de-rusting right now. We're de-rusting. 6 Star Trancer and Flip Flap. 6 Star Trancers. So you got 6 bosses with the Flip Flap. Again, we'll try out the different builds at some point. I think I'll play Dragius in Grand Prix. Snake Clown is just bad, and Dark Galaxy feels bad against Dragius deck. And it will be so popular. Yeah, I would expect the Dragius, like, Mirror Gear Star deck to be the most popular deck at Grands. Alright. Pot of Avarice comes down. Okay. What are we going for? What are we going for? 2 cards in hand. We have got the Star Replacer, or the Star Trancer? Star Trancer on the field. So, if we just don't have a boss monster, I'm looking real nice right now. Okay, okay, things are looking good. So this is the only card we have to be too worried about. There wasn't a delay on the first one. So we'll just immediately shotgun Dragon's Inferno. We'll hit this. Okay, so that's good. We can get 1 search. So do we just go for the Mirror Gear Star? I mean, we do, right? Either way, it's just the fun play. Like, there's no way we don't go for that. Like, we haven't summoned the boss yet. We've got to give him a go. I could activate the effect, discard, or we just summon these guys, tribute over for that. Then we don't get the effect off. I think we're going to go for the direct attack win anyway, though, because it's just the funny way. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I really want to get the direct attack victory. No, I want the direct attack victory. We should also probably change our name as well, because being called YOLO probably doesn't actually help things. Why are we called YOLO? I don't remember why I changed my name to YOLO, but it's YOLO for whatever reason. Alright, we'll change that. And we will also check out what our other replay is. So we just have like a random ass replay save. Heck yeah, guys, we won a Gold 3 game. Now, I believe it doesn't have an animation at all, Sakadetsu. I think people were talking about that before, saying that it just doesn't have one. Alright, we'll get that up. We'll swap over to our usual Roa Roman. And then we'll go check our replay quick. So I want to see what's going on in there. We got something in there. Ironically as well, we have an ad break coming up, but we're sorting this out right before the ad break instead of like during it. Ah, right, yeah, that was a test one. I remember what that was. Alright, that's fine. I should have saved... Let's save this replay as well, actually. I think that is a good replay to save, that very first one. We did make some misplays in both, but I think that's fine. I don't usually save replays where we misplay, because I don't think it's like an accurate representation of what the deck does, but we don't care if we lose. And I think that first game was a good showcase of the deck bricking, so I think that's fine. Good luck with the testing. I will head off now to play pen and paper. Well, thanks for stopping by, Whistling Bird. Always lovely to chat with you. I will see you next time, my friend. So, Mr. Tomato, any recommendations to pick up from the UR Dream ticket? I haven't looked at what's available, like, on the Dream ticket, so I don't really have an opinion on it at the moment. I mean, there's the obvious ones, right? I assume, like, Dragius is going to be on there. Like, if you don't have it, Dragius is probably worth picking up. But again, it's in the deck build, so you can probably just go into there. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Okay. The old set 4 pass. I mean, we can play the game. I don't think we can sit on Mirageus. As much as, like, just summoning this out doesn't actually do a lot, and it gets beaten just by, like, any boss that he summons, I don't think sitting on it helps us. Because, again, we're just going to draw into a bunch more bosses and not be able to play the game. So there was a delay there, so he's got something. To the Vulcan Maximum monster, where is Gaia Knight? What, we talking about just Gaia the Fierce Knight? He's in the card trader inventory, if that's what we're talking about. Oh, rest in peace. That's right, here too anyway, so it doesn't matter. Burst Ray Blaster, revealing that we have that, which means he is going to get the bonus 400, so this basically represented an extra 600 burn damage. So we're probably going to be taking a lot of damage here. We might... There is a chance we die. Like, it's not a super high chance, but there is a chance we die here. No, the Swift Knight. Swift Knight was in... It was with Buster Blader, right? I'm pretty sure it was released alongside Buster Blader. Which means it is in the Heavy Strike Excavator box. Which was the Worm Maximum box. Okay, just the boss and nothing else is probably the best we could hope for. Which means this is a trap card. Is there anything we can do with that information? Not really. 28. So we'd only get one search. Not that the search would actually particularly help us here. I guess we just go defensive. I mean, our guys all have relatively big defensives. And we could gamble with Triad, but it means putting everything in attack, which is just not worth it whatsoever. We will activate the skill and search the fusion. There's no reason not to. And then we'll go ahead and set 2 before passing. Right. Now, we got big butts, so the piercing damage we potentially are going to take is not going to hit us as hard, which is at least something. Yeah, Worm Maximum is there as well. I mean, well, you know, there's potential. So it's just everything up to this box. Okay. It kind of depends, right? Like, I don't think... Like, Swift Gaia itself isn't worth going for. Constructor Worm Bill Dragon is good if you have all the other worms, which means you have to have gone into this box anyway, so you wouldn't bother with that. Worm Excavator is only good if you've got, again, like 3 copies and you've got all the rest of the maximum pieces. That's not worth going for. Same with Hyper Engine Vast Vulcan. So there's like... That box specifically is kind of bad for that sort of thing. Finding just good generic cards can be a little bit awkward. Okay, so he's going to have the double piercing. Oh, we're going to be taking a chonk here. But, again, we've got big butts. We're going to not take as much damage as we could be. This is at least not awful. Avarice here is a very nice draw. I guess we shotgun the Avarice first, and then see where we are after that. So, Pot of Avarice. Probably grabbing this back. We're going to want these. I guess there's no reason to get this back. We'll just take these. I mean... These draws aren't awful. Phoenix Dragon doesn't have any targets anymore. But I could Summon, get that out, get that, but then I wouldn't have an extra body, so I don't think it matters anyway. So I think we're probably just going to send Phoenix Dragon to the bin. So all set. Normal summon by tributing both of these. Summon out the boy. We are going to activate the effect, because getting another monster in the graveyard would be nice. We will summon out the dragon. We are then just going to go ahead and flip over Fusion. We'll go 1, we'll go 2. Summon out the boy. No reason to not just gain the 900. Chances are we are going to run into a trap card. We already know this is a trap. So if it's negate or if any of the other two are traps, there's like not a lot we could have done anyway. I don't see a point in getting back the fusion. So I guess we just go combat. And then negate attacks probably gets flipped over. And then we probably are just dead. Yeah. We knew exactly where it was. There was just nothing we could do about it. Take the fusion too with the skill. There's no point unless we were going to make room, right? We would have had to have used the Talismanic Seal Array, but then we predicted that he would have the negate attack, so it wouldn't work anyway. Unfortunately, we've just not been really having the luck on our side. We've been going second a lot, which is immediately a red flag, as well as we have been opening a lot of bosses, which hasn't helped our situation particularly much. The problem is that we are dead no matter what. We can only activate one of our traps, so like, even if this like would save us, we can't activate the other one to gain more life points. But again, it wouldn't give us enough life points anyway, so it's irrelevant. Yeah. It is what it is. There's nothing we could have done there. No version of that game ends in us winning, unfortunately. I don't think that's worth saving as a replay, really. That was just kind of a bad luck game. Like, that wasn't even like a super brick game that shows off anything in the deck. That was just literally a nothing game. Alright, maybe we will actually start winning coin flips. Maybe if we can win some coin flips, we can win. Sorry, Tomato, you're really cool. I love you, but Dark Galaxy is Dark Galaxy. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, Dark Galaxy is probably, like, the glue deck at the moment. Like, it's the, like, super easy to play, put everything on the board in attack position, click yellow button, click Star Transfer, click everything ability, go, 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 go. So, like, that's fun, right? Like, I know a lot of people don't like glue decks. I personally think glue decks are fun. Like, there is something really cool about kind of switching your brain off and just go. Like, overly aggressive, not really much thought at all required. And I like that. I think that's completely fine. I think the game should have decks like that. Unfortunately, sometimes at my detriment. So we've got two 15s. Yeah, this hand is not fantastic, not gonna lie. Especially when we have a 0 defense monster against the deck that just finds piercing constantly. I'm actually surprised there's so many Dark Galaxy. Usually, when we go on ladder, it's Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon. For whatever reason, today, it's, you know, Dark Galaxy, Dark Galaxy, Dark Galaxy, Dark Galaxy. Goes first, gets 5 level 7s. Oh, don't even, Neo. Explosion will win it this time, no matter what. We'll win it with no battle. I don't think that's gonna happen somehow. I don't really care about the glue. I just like the archetype and the character. I think, yeah, Dark Galaxy is really cool. And I think Zuijo is also really cool. Zuijo is... he's a little bit... he's not one-dimensional. What's the word I'm looking for? He's a little bit, like, vanilla edgy, right? In that... I am edgy for the sake of edgy. But, like, that's also fine. Like, there's nothing... oh, no, don't put it there, because you're just going to attack straight across and get 2,900 damage in on me. Do I just use this to stop the... because it's a lot of piercing. And this is probably going to get popped at some point anyway. I think we are going to stop this. I don't feel great about it. But I'd rather use it than lose it. And this is what we were worried about, is finding no bosses... is exactly the opposite problem we had last time. Like, statistically, because we're playing 5, we should find 1 every 6 cards. So we should have had a boss by now, like, just statistically. But, like, it's kind of fine. We did still stop ourselves from taking the extra 2,900 plus the 15, so that would have been 3,400 damage. We just really just don't have anything to do here. All we can do is pass. If we had just found any boss there, we would have been in such a strong position, because we already have the fusion, we already have the dragon. We could have distributed 2, summoned either of our bosses, gone for our fusion play, potentially forced a back row. But sometimes you just don't get the odds. You just don't get the odds in your favor. So he's adding back Pale Rider, which is a bit weird. If you're not going to play anything, that's good. Or, again, if you have Star Trance and you're going to summon out another big guy. Unfortunately, even though we're not finding our bosses, our opponent is having no such troubles. Which is very awkward, because again, it's going here! Which means we're going to take the 2,900. He's just going to attack directly across again, isn't he? Like, zero thought, attack directly across. There's no point in doing this until it's the 3rd attack. Yep. Ow. Yeah, the dragon is always, like, the massive weakness of the dragon deck, right? It's so bad. Oh, that is just not the draw we need. We're not going to YOLO a draw, because that's just almost certainly going to absolutely screw us. Fortitude, again, just doesn't do anything here. Using Star Replacer, again, gives me more cards in hand, which is something I don't want. I guess we'll put Triad Drago here. We'll just set the Fortitude. I kind of want to hold a Triad Drago if I can. Phoenix just does nothing for me right now, but, like, it could eventually. But, like, I don't really want to put a low defense monster down either. I think we're just going to put down Star Replacer. Again, using the skill does nothing because we already have the fusion, so we can't even use that to, like, thin out the deck or anything. But all we can do is pass. All we can do is pass. I mean, we only got 2 draws that turn, so, like, that's kind of whatever. But again, we should be finding a boss every 6 cards. We're 12 cards deep and haven't found any. So we are on the unlucky side of the RNG at the moment. Probably people that don't get the side destruction deck when it was free, so they went for the second best free-to-play option. I mean, arguably, it's been better than Cyber Dragon a lot. Like, even right now, it's arguably better. Tomato, take that back. Edgy characters are the best. I used to be really into edgy characters, but I have since, like, fallen out with a lot of the edgy characters I used to like. Again, there's nothing wrong with an edgy character. Still no boss. Still no boss. We're halfway through the deck, and we still don't have a boss. I mean, what can I do but slap a load of guys in defense mode? Oh, we are not a lucky man. We are not a lucky man. That's all we can say. I know. To be honest, the only thing that can deal with insects. Also, Mr. Tomato, just joking. I know burning opponent work well. Yeah, we figured you were. Burning is too strong. They have to ban it, or everyone is gonna copy me. Then don't check DLM. They are already explosion brothers and sisters. I told you to play 6 bosses. Maybe you should try 7. It's like damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Really. What did he add to hand? He added Star Trancer. I mean, we're not necessarily dead, but we're probably dead, right? Tributes in Elysium summons Star Trancer. Star Trancer effect summons probably Void Veldra Requiem. Void Veldra Requiem effect boosts up to... Okay, it's not Void, it's not Requiem. Okay. The issue is, again, though, that he has summoned it here, where our lowest defense is! Okay, he's not attacking in that order. So we do live. We do live. But, again, we're on 500 life. We haven't started playing the game yet. Like, we actually just haven't started playing yet, and we get to start the game on 500 life, which is catastrophic. So we're going to have to get back the fusion with the skill. That's happening either way. I guess for now we'll summon and see what goes on. So we'll go Dragon, Dragon, Triad. Triad, draw. I mean, that's good, but we don't know which of his back row is live because we haven't declared an attack yet. So we're just going to have to shotgun and just hope. That one. Well. We will tribute 2. Activate the effect. Activate the skill. I don't actually think taking a dragon is worth it because it's just going to get a piercer. Any normal monster represents lethal from that perspective. There's no reason to take that. So I think we do just drop the fusion. And then we're going to run into his trap card, and then we're going to cry a little bit. I think that's the plan. I think crying a little bit is like, it might not be the best move, but it's probably the best option we've got. Realistically, we can't always play the way we want to. We kind of have to play to our outs. I guess we'll fire the Talismanics. It's probably going to get popped anyway, and putting cards back in the deck is probably fine. You're good to put back. We can still get you from the bin, so I don't need to grab you. We're probably going to grab these. Let's do this. Alright, now we just need to avoid negate attack, right? Who's ready to run into negate attack? Let's go! It's okay, it's strange rule. Okay, that's still kind of bad because that's 1,000 less damage he takes. But, like, we're probably dead, right? All he needs is Requiem. I don't think he's seen a Requiem yet. So he should still have all 3 Requiems. So we are almost certainly Giga dead. Almost certainly Giga dead. Void Destruction. Just don't mill a Requiem. Right, he didn't mill a Requiem. Hold. They might all still be in the deck. They might all still be in the deck. Hold. Now, that's why most consistent decks play 10 bosses. Exactly. Where are his Requiems? Hopefully in the... Wait a minute. Did he set that card this turn? No, he didn't set that this turn, right? Do we just win? Have we just won the game? No. No, surely not. I mean, we're going to summon this out either way. Even if it gets us killed in a really funny way, there's no way we're not summoning out Mirageus. Welcome to the field, Mirageus. Again, I'm not going to summon this, just out of an abundance of caution. Go get him! No! Okay. And now he draws Requiem and we die. So the only way Mirageus gets us killed is... Is there a way we could die just from having Mirageus on the field? He'd have to get like a 3,000 attack guy. That'd be the only way. Now, unfortunately, guys, I don't think Restoration is going to keep us alive. It might. Because this guy only boosts by 4. Which means even if he gets out Elysium with this, it still isn't going to be... Oh, actually... No, because it wouldn't matter, because he'd still kill us either way. So now we could die, right? Because he could boost up to 44. Then he could attack here. And then this couldn't save us. As is, if he attacks this, we could draw 4 monsters and live. But having Mirageus on the field might actually have gotten us killed. Yeah, so now this doesn't save us either way. Let's find out if we would have lived. Okay, we would have died anyway, because we had a spell card. If we had drawn 4 monsters, we would have gained 1,000. He attacks our Dragier Star because it's his only option, and we would have died with 100 over lethal. So, we were dead either way. We were dead either way. Crying a little bit? Exactly, exactly. Always factoring in crying a little bit. You don't want to cry too much because, you know... Then the balance gets a bit out of whack, but the ratios get a little bit off. But like just a little bit, I think is fine. Balls! Is that L9 Ray in the chat? Hello, hello. If he doesn't have 1 in hand. Jump scare. I can't believe this. I mean, it happens. It happens. He forgot to add Requiems in the deck. You have a light monster. I mean, yeah, having the light monster was irrelevant, right? Like, I mean, it wasn't, but the point is I couldn't do anything about having a light monster. I was always going to have a light monster on the field. Alright, first impressions is I'm not lucky enough to make this deck work. I feel like I have almost every single game today been in a situation where I've had too many or too few boss monsters to do anything. So fingers crossed, we can actually play the game. So far, by the way, it feels like the Dark Galaxy deck has a fine matchup into the Dragon deck. Just saying. Okay, well, we have to summon a boss. We can't sit on this. So I guess we're just going to get Mirageus out. And then we set and pass. So even though we actually did go first, we had to summon a boss because we had 2 in hand. And we only have 1 back row. So this is actually like one of the worst going first turns of all time. Mirageus or not, you would have taken 3 attacks. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What happened to your skill? What do you mean, what's wrong with my skill? We're going to choose our sleeves in a minute. Yeah, but I meant for calculations, Requiem 600 more attack. Shio sleeves. Do we have Shio? Is Shio sleeves? Oh, yeah, we got them with the bundle, right? Mirageus is beautiful looking card. Probably my favorite in the current pool. You have a problematic skill issue, Tomato. Apparently so. Apparently so. The matchup is bad. You are just unlucky. Well, I mean, I'm consistently losing it. So, like, I don't know. Great. He's only got 25. He's 300 attack away from me being able to search both cards, so I can't make a fusion this turn. I could go for a guy. How many cards do we have here? We got 3, 4, 5. I could use the skill if I wanted. Grab that, get an extra draw, then use Pot of Avarice. That seems bad. I don't think we're going to bother with that. I think we're just going to go set. We're just going to go set. We're going to go ahead and summon out Illusion Strike. Wait a minute. He's got level 9s. That means we might need to use the skill just to boost our own attack up. So I think we're going to summon out the Dragius here instead. So now we have 5 dragons in the bin. We'll go ahead and activate Dragius' effect. Then we'll fire off the Pot of Greed. Pot of Avarice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we could actually perform a fusion if we want to. This is not live. Right, Dragius Star Nova. We're going to go ahead and grab out the fusion. Summon out the dragon. We have to do this now before we fuse. Middle, why not? Okay, it was nothing. We'll activate the fusion. And now we're going to learn that we just missed the 50-50 on the negate attack. And then we know the drill, right? We cry a little bit. Crying a little bit, again, completely fine. We just don't overdo it. We'll set this, go to battle, swing into this. Okay, no crying needed. Just a casual chunk of damage to the face, and we pass the turn. Are we playing this spell that summons level 7 from hand? No, because it's bad. Void Destruction. So we have seen a couple of tournaments played already that are using this deck. I'm curious to check how those lists are actually looking. We had one of them posted over here. So this one was playing 5 bosses, 0-7 shift. And then in Quantum, we had 4 bosses, 0-7 shift. And third place was 5 bosses, 2-7 shift. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get some piercing, why not? Battle. Go get him, champ. Negate attack. Pass. I've been playing David 22's list. David 22's list looks kind of ass, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't like playing cards like 7 Shift because they are win more cards, right? They are give up a card to get out a level 7. So basically, you're basically turning the spell into a normal summon. So it doesn't actually, like, fix the problem a lot of the time. Oh, no, it kind of does. Because it just means that you can use other high levels from your hand. But then you have to be really bricked up. I don't know, 7 Shift just seems bad, like, for the most part. It just seems kind of bad. 7 Shift is fine, I think, mainly because I hate the Sports Dragons. Yeah, but I don't think you need to play the Sports Dragons. We've got Star Replacer now. Behold, card restoration. Oh my god. Okay. Sports Dragons are cool, you just don't understand them. I mean, I think Sports Dragons are fine. Tomato, draw better, please. I can't do anything about it. All right, we're taking one of these out. Okay, we're taking one out. We're gonna take this out, and we are gonna replace it with what's Parko playing? We've got Parko's list up. He's playing 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3 of this, 3, 1. He's only played 2 of the back row hate. He's played 2 copies of Fusion. Interesting. Okay, I mean, this looks fine. The issue is that the original way that you would play the Dragon Fusion list is you kind of play it like a stall deck. But that doesn't work if your hand is full of bricks. Damn, I missed the start because it's usually later on Sundays. Well, rip. 7 Shift is good if bricked, and great if you've got 2 fusions out already. But that's the thing, right? When card is good, if that is when I don't like card, right? Like, card should be good always, and then better when something else happens, right? When you have cards that are very situational and only work under certain conditions, there's got to be a really, really good reason to play it, right? Right, now this is actually somewhat a good opening hand. And we're not against Dark Galaxy as well, which is also quite nice. 7 Shift also worries me because you can get Riced for it. I mean, yeah, big... Oh, okay, so we finally won the coin toss and had a playable hand, and our opponent isn't playing the game. I'm so mad. Behold! Oh, nice mill, by the way. Behold my power! Oh, you can't make it up. Go get him, champ. Ah! I play the sports over Star because Flap lets you get at life points if they set pass, and you can't flap if you replace. I think the thing is, in the Dragon Fusion deck, this is like one of the only decks where you are just not needing any way to get to your opponent's life points, right? You have 2 boss monsters in the main deck that actively will just get to your opponent's life points. You have 2 fusion monsters that their entire thing is getting to your opponent's life points. So like for the red boot list, I'm like, sure, flip flap, easy include. Don't even need to think about it. You need a way to get to their life points? Here's a way to get to the life points. The actual fusion build itself, I'm like, you just don't need it. It's irrelevant to the deck, right? I wanted to show you why Dark Galaxy is bad playing against you, but you aren't Cog Scam. I mean, we said we weren't going to be trying to climb until new product came out. We do this every single month. We wait until the new stuff comes out. Christ. Again, we only have 4 now. I think we have to summon one, right? We can't sit on it. Like, just ending with 2 bosses in hand, I feel like is the quickest way to just guarantee lose the game. Now, again, if we guarantee we drew 3 fantastic cards, like Star Replacer off the top with 2 bosses in hand, actually kind of cracked. But we can't guarantee that we're going to draw that, so... Okay. I mean, this is looking alright. I don't really want to use that blind. I potentially could threaten lethal. I mean, I guess we'll threaten the lethal. I don't think it's going to be lethal, but I think we at least attempt to threaten it. There's no reason to do that. It doesn't change anything. I guess it could if he's got restoration. So we'll do this, because why not? Go get him, champ! Go get him, champ! Go get him, champ! It's another non-game! Every time we have, like... I mean, to be fair, our hand there was kind of ass. He just had nothing. But unfortunately, non-games are useless for us. We haven't learned anything about the matchup. We haven't worked out if our ratios need to change, outside of we open 2 boss monsters. And we haven't got a usable replay. Okay. I mean, I guess it's just a mutton build. Mutton and friends. Bro's playing Night Before the Big March. Why are we playing so many spell traps? 18 spell traps? Brother. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Who won yesterday? I fell asleep. It was the Disturbia team won. Welcome to ad break as well. Well, we've lost the coin toss, which is not a great start. Summons out the Cyber Assault. Goes over to our turn. We'll draw for turn. It doesn't really do anything. So we will go on the defense. So until he summons an actual boss. Oh, we should have done this first, really. That was that. This is a misplay. Just pretend we did this first. I'm sure he won't penalize us for it. But we kind of forgot we had that. Okay, continue, continue. We'll wait 30 seconds, then we'll catch up with chat again. Wait until the ads are over. Barrage of Steel. Hits that. It's fine. It's whatever. Barrage of Steel. Just, I don't know why we're bothering to hit the fusion, but okay. Activates Pot of Greed. Draws 2 cards. Boosts up to 29. Sends a card. Grabs Proto. So I assume we have a Cyber Dragon Fusion about to hit the board. Proto. Fusion. Welcome back from the ads. Anyone that got hit with the ads. That's not a fusion. I mean, we're only taking 19. Like, against some decks, that's crippling. Against us, it's not actually that bad. The problem is we still need to play the game. So can we... Because this has now put a clock on the game. Which is kind of our big issue here. You can grab a guy with a bigger defense, I guess. That means we don't have to put the dragon down. But I don't even think that's worth it. I think we're better off just setting all 3 of these. Behold! Dragia Star Nova. Give me back my fusion once again. No. We will then set. We will set. And we will set. Then we'll go ahead and set 1. Set 2. And pass. Because we can't do anything until we find a boss monster. I did do yesterday right, that's all 3 back row hate, and he did win the 50-50. Red Boot list that used Gravity Pressure or whatever that card was named, Dumping Star Replacer to revive it. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's again, there's some really cool stuff you could do with it. I cogged with red because I only have 1 snake and 2 cobra and wanted to meme with 3. Red Boot lets you fix bricking on bosses, just saying. Yeah, but why would you play Red Boot in this deck? still no boss. I guess we're gonna go Pot of Avarice. Like, I need to see something playable here. Can we can we find a boss monster? Nope. No, we can't. Okay. What's the next part of the plan? I guess we just set everything and then hope our... We can't. If we set the dragon and he just swings with gear, we're just dead. So we can't do that. I can't put everything in attack and just rely on negate attack either. So I have to do this. I think this is the only way we have a chance to live. Like, without just getting lucky and winning the 33. Well, I guess it's a 66 for us, but we'd still lose it because we're just that unlucky. Goes to battle, swings with that, gets maximum damage, puts us down to 100. Alright, card restoration. Still no boss! Please! Give me a boss monster! Christ! Alright, we're dead if we don't find a boss. So we're just summoning everything, right? Because, like, we're just dead if we don't. Christ! There is just nothing. Right, we'll save that replay because, again, this is just an issue of the deck, right? If we don't find bosses, you just die. Ah, it's so frustrating. I feel like we're just so unbelievably unlucky. I think this isn't even like a deck building issue or like a gameplay issue. This is just we draw like ass every game. I think we've had one game where we've drawn well, where our opponent has actually played the game. I think that is it. Because we wasted like 3 good hands of draws on people that didn't play the game. They were just like passing the turn and shit. Alright. I mean, this might be good. Depends what we draw. This is why I think less than 6 is incorrect.
We literally just played like 10 games where we opened like 6 boss monsters. What are you talking about?
Playmaker said it's now tier 0 deck. It can't be bad. I think the thing is we're just unlucky. And we're against Harpies. So again, this game means like so little. Because Harpies isn't a relevant meta deck. So even if we lose to this, it doesn't tell us anything. Okay, we're taking like 2,800 damage. Not this game, in general, is meant. You realise that almost every single... Right, we need to stop this for a second, right? Almost every single meta-relevant deck, almost all of them, is playing less than 6 bosses. Like, you understand that is the standard, right? The standard number of bosses in almost every meta-relevant deck is 4 or 5. Almost no decks are playing 6. The only exceptions to that are Dark Galaxy, which most people are playing 5, but then they are playing the level 6s, so you can count that. I guess you could make that argument for Cyber Dragon, but again, 3 of those are Cyber Dragon, everything discounts itself. So really, that deck's only playing 4 boss monsters, because the boss monsters are double tributes. And the only other one is the machine deck, and that's because they have a skill that fixes it for them. Like, almost no decks in the game are playing 6. What are we doing here? We can flip this over. Flip over the Dragon's Inferno. We'll pop this. This isn't going to work because he doesn't have a 7 or higher. This will work because he has got a 2,000 attack monster. So I guess we'll activate this. We'll reduce this attack. Then there's no reason to hold on to this, so we might as well just send it to the graveyard for the fusion. So tribute, summon out the boy. Activate the effect. We need to use the skill to grab out the fusion. There's not really a need to grab another card, so I don't think we're going to bother. We're going to normal summon the dragon. We're going to activate fusion. We'll go into Hyper Strike Dragon, Dragia Star F. Out he comes. Activate his effect, gain the 900 attack. We'll set. We'll set. We'll go to battle, and then we'll just clear these. But that's all well and good. If you lose, it means the deck sucks. Apparently. In Dragons, I meant since you have no way to access them on demand. So, wait. So the logic is, because you don't have a way to find dragons, you need to play more I don't really understand what your point is here, Gossamigo. You're saying that you think less than 6 is incorrect, so you want us to play 6, even though we played a ton of games earlier where we were playing 5 and we were bricking constantly. So already I'm a little bit confused by that statement. Then you said not in this game, but in general. But when you said in general, you were talking about other dragon decks that weren't our dragon deck. What you're saying doesn't really make sense, is what I'm kind of getting at here. We'll activate this. I guess we just set all of it. I don't really see a point in using Talismanic here. I think just having all of the traps is probably for the best. Has he found the negate attack? This looks like a yes. Okay. Red Boot plays 6 because we can fix with skill, etc. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? If you have, like, the ultimate bond skill, right? If you have the RB skill, right? There's a lot of things you can kind of do with that. You can get away with it. I don't think 6 is ever going to actually be the correct number. Because, like, just no decks do it. It's just inconsistent, right? You need ways to fix the consistency issues that you're deliberately giving your deck. Which is, like, again, that's fine. I just don't think, like, running 6 and 7 shift is going to be a good way to do it. I do think, though, playing 6 and having a skill that fixes it is a lot better. That's a lot more competent. What do you think of dragons? I think the deck's, like, good when you don't brick. In dragons, yes. If they let us search it with the skill, it would be nice. Yes. I'm trying to think if any other deck lets you just, for free, 100% guaranteed, find your boss monster or not. I don't think there is, right? There's, like, some which, like, can get you to your boss. But I don't think there are any that, like, are just, here's your boss, have fun. I'm trying to think, though. Are there any skills in the game that just give you your boss? Like, I mean, the new Red Boot skill does, right? This won't work. We'll go ahead and summon this. Can activate his effect, because why not? Might as well just set this. We'll set this. Activate this. Boost the attack. Go to battle. Alright, so this should... He still has something. What could you activate here? Card Restoration? Or Call of the Earthbound? Oh, the combat trick, right? The reduce the attack. That does reduce by 900. Which means if I attack here, they'll crash, which is also fine. Now he can activate Slime here. And then we'll see if he's got a delay. Alright, no delay. Hello there, Ivory Rogue. RB literally does. Yeah, that's what we were just saying. Psychic in a way. Yes. Hikari, you're not wrong. You kind of have to squint at it, but you do get access to the boss. You 100% do get access to it. Maybe the Hangry Roman was? Oh yeah, that's a weird one as well. Puts it to the top of the deck. You are guaranteed to get it. I suppose like Legend Draw as well does do that. Rush Duels are so confusing to me, honestly. Most people don't have that problem, Ivory. Most people are of the opposite mindset. They're like, man, Rush Duels is too simple. Alright, boost up to 26. Activates the Talismanic Seal Array. I really don't want to put this, like, replay in, but, like, we might not get many wins the rate this has been going. What's the next character, you think? I think it's gotta be Manabu, right? I think it's gotta be Manabu. It'd be weird to me if it wasn't Manabu. Let's put it that way. Like, it might not be Manabu, but I think it would be weird if it wasn't Manabu. We'll just take this. And then here, we will use card restoration. I will take my 1000 LP. I mean, obviously, we've won this game 6 ways to Sunday, right? There's no way we lose this, so we'll just do whatever. Set. Let's go Illusion Strike Dragon Mirror Gears, because we have him. We might as well use him. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Then, do we have Fusion currently? We don't. Give me this. Oh, I wanted to summon the guy. We saving that replay? I don't really think it's worth it. I think us just bullying a bad deck is not... It's nice for the diversity, but only if we don't get a good... diverse pool of opponents on the rest of the climb up, right? So because like the auto build system puts monsters in extra deck that I can't summon with my cards. Well, one, I wouldn't recommend using auto build, and two, auto build is also just as bad in speed. So like I don't think auto build is a good way to like gauge gauge the format personally. The Rookman. I mean, getting Lukeman would be awesome, but I don't think we're going to get him as a playable. And if we did, not for a long time. Sad, Manabu can't play his deck like in the anime on his Duel Links release. Maximum in every single starting hand. That is something that happens a lot in general, just with maximum players, though, right? Or maximum decks. Is they do just sort of just open it a lot. Ivory Rogue, welcome on in, and thanks for the follow, my friend. I don't know... Did that make a noise for you guys? I don't know if I've like set up my alerts, because I tried to redo my alerts a little bit and I think they've messed up a bit. I need to like test that at some point. The issue is I just haven't had much spare time as of late. So we've opened 2 legends. The downside is these are 2 legends we don't really want early game. So I'm not feeling great about this. Okay, so the middle one is a tribute monster, which is horrifying because that's Ancient Gear Golem, which it always is! Why is it always Ancient Gear Golem? Okay, there goes one of our legends. That's not ideal. I mean, it's not going to do us good for a few turns, most likely, but still. Crafted Drone comes down. Crafted Drone effect. Discards and draws. What are we doing here now, friend? We're summoning out the Sidra. We flip over a 1500 attacker. Ugh. Is it even worth using Negate Attack here? I think I almost have to, right? Because otherwise we're taking 46 and he'll still have an Ancient Gear Golem on the field. Which is actually just catastrophic. Right, so that's fusion, unless he sets another one. Okay, so one of these is fusion. So we take this. If he attacks with this, we have to negate attack. Because, like, I can't not. If we just let that go through, we take another 46, then we set 3, and then he still has a piercing attack on us. Oh, okay. we can do stuff with this. So, like, it's not awful. We can do that, get that. The question is, are we going to shotgun the Inferno? I need this to go. If this survives, I'm probably just cooked. Yeah, I am. I just die if this survives, no matter what. So we have to, I think, just throw everything at him in the kitchen sink and see what sticks. So we have to... Yeah, I think we have to just use the skill now. We just have to find this boy. I wanted to draw first and see if I get him, but then it makes it weird for, like, resolving everything else. Got to be 1, 2... We activate your effect. I end up with an extra body, basically. Tribute both. Get that out. Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll use Star Replacer effect. Grab out Star Replacer. We'll then summon out Star Replacer. We'll activate Dragon's Inferno. So we know the middle one is not fusion. Now we have to win a 50-50. Sure. Let's go for the one closest to the deck. Did we win the 50-50? We lost the 50-50. So are we going to die because of losing that 50-50? Oh, yeah, I've also just realized that wouldn't have worked anyway because of that. But we're not getting the free draw then either way. I forgot that has to come back face down defense. That was just me being silly. But we still get 2 monsters in defense. I wonder if not having the trap is actually going to mess us up real bad or not. And we'll find out in a sec, I suppose. Alright, if that back row is negate attack, the game is over. There's just nothing we can do. So we really do just kind of have to pray here. Alright, everyone remembers the drill? A little bit of crying if this doesn't work. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, 1800 damage. We are good to go. 3300 left. It could be worse. Could be worse. I think the only one where it didn't felt like it was that was Phaser because he used multiple and had so much draw and shuffle power. Yeah, I mean he basically introduced all of the like level 10 support, right? Or like a lot of the heavenly cards and stuff. But even he had a few times in starting hand. Yeah. Are you on 3 Mirageus, 2 multi, and 1 star restart? We are on 3 Dragius, 1 Mirageus at the moment. Which is basically the same ratios as... I mean, to be fair, David's is playing 1 star restart. Maybe we should try out the star restart build after this. I don't really like star restart in this deck. I don't think it's necessary. You have infinite access to fusion. You have not infinite access to the dragon, but you can recycle it a bunch. You can get it with the skill. I don't see Star Restart as being necessary. Hello, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Okay, that goes up to 29. 3,000, though, is a little bit out of your reach. You need a TSA, or you need a fusion. Oh, of course, you just have the TSA. So that's not awful. We lose 18, which will put us down to 12, which means we're going to take 17 here. But, like, we're alive. We're fine. The big problem is we had to use our skill to search out the dragon, which means we don't have it again. So we have to hard draw the dragon, and we're going to have to hard draw a boss monster, which is not great. Okay, the extra 300 damage is irrelevant. Sets a back row and just swings over. So we take the 2,000, which is fine. The skill is only once per duel for the dragon. No. Yes, that's correct. But again, most of the time, you'll only need to summon it twice. And, like, you can still shuffle it back into your deck using, you know, a myriad of different ways. So we can summon. So I'll go 1. We'll go 2. We'll go 3. Activate the effect. That's funny. Not super helpful. Reduce. Right, we just need to dodge Legend Trap, and we should be good to go. Tribute 1. There's no reason to keep that as that. No, there's just not. Okay, we'll Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon the boy. Do we need to mill again? Probably not. We'll just activate the fusion. Go into the second Dragius Star. Realistically, if this dies, I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever. I think we're just cooked either way. But we'll set this anyway. Behold. Ah! Is it negate attack? If it's a legend trap, we're just cooked. Yeah. So we're not dead on board, but it's not looking great, right? He needs any fusion. I mean, getting out of fusion with a full board isn't super easy. Most people only run one TSA in Sidra, but like he could just be playing more than one. He could just be doing that. Is that Kingdom Hearts music? Yes. Oh, that's right. Assault Cannon reduces. We're still not dead on board. We take 2 and we take 17. So we take 17 total. 2 plus 15. So as is, we're not dead on board. Just literally anything but a legend trap and we win the game there. That's so sad. That's a new back row. What have we seen? We've used our only Mirageus. We haven't seen our Phoenix Dragon yet. So Phoenix Dragon into Mirageus is lethal. That's not a Phoenix Dragon. Reduce this all the way down. Swing, swing. How much damage are we looking at? That's a decent chunk. I guess we'll start with Fortitude. Activate Inferno. Pop the back row. Boost his attack up and just go from there, right? So we'll go Fortitude, reduce the attack. We can then reduce it down by an extra 16, which I don't think we're going to find a better way to do this. Yeah, so we're just going to shotgun. We're fine. We'll do you. Reduce your attack. Normal summon. Normal summon. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon out Dragios. Activate his effect. We'll use our skill. Boost the attack up. Go to battle. Swing. And swing over this for lethal. And is Ray still here? I've actually just remembered that we were going to change our sleeves, but I don't know if Ray is still knocking about. If Ray is about, give me a shout in chat and we'll change our sleeves up. If not, we will just hop into another game. Hey, Gold 4, we made it. This is actually, by the way, this is probably one of the hardest climbs I have ever had to do in Rush. It has never been this difficult before. And I don't know if that's because the deck isn't very good, if like the ladder meta is just bad for us, or if we're just that unlucky. It has never been this difficult to win a bunch of games in a row. Like, we've had so many losses today, which is actually just pretty rough. Alright, we're going to jump into one more game then, since Ray hasn't piped up. So we'll go one more game. If Ray does come back, we will... Oh, Ray actually already told us what they wanted. Ray told us they wanted Shio sleeves. God, my memory is actually atrocious. Alright. Someone remind me after this game, we need to put Shio sleeves. Player skill issue? That's what people keep telling me, Hunter. And I think there might be some truth to it. There might be some truth to it. Hello, Skywings. Oh, I missed your other comment, actually. Hello, Tomato. I'm sad Psychic Fusion is so weak now. What? It's also very difficult for me to climb this month. Psychic Fusion isn't weak now. What are you talking about? Psychic Fusion is still great. Restoration is kind of just going to be sitting in our hand. This is not a very good opening. It's still, like, it won a tournament, and it's come, like, second and third in others. Like, it's completely fine. Have you seen the new dinosaur? I haven't, actually. I have not actually looked at the new dinosaur yet. I knew I should have set both card restorations. I was like, I don't want to clog my field up, so let's not do that. Well, we didn't actually get punished by a lot, so that's kind of fine. Dragon, Fortitude. So we can't use the skill to search fusion. I guess we're just going to do this then. Behold my Fortitude Dragon. And then I'll activate Dragon's Inferno. We'll pop your back row. We're going to set. I'm going to go ahead and tribute over. Probably should have kept the Fortitude Dragon, really, but it is what it is. Set this, activate the skill, give me a little boosty boost, because I can't use that one. Swing! Swing! Maybe I should just get this in hand. I like the idea of ripping his board apart, though. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. I pinged you on Grand Harrier server, did you? I think you did that, like, right as I started stream. So I think I missed it. I saw that there was a ping in the server, I didn't look at it. I apologize profusely. Psychic has always been weak. Metarion, best. Best deck. We don't actually have Alien Dance, right? Maybe we should put Alien Dance on. Yes, I already posted into my server, lol. He just didn't have time to look. I've been very busy today, I'm sorry. What's his board looking like? It's just got the one monster. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. I'm actually getting distracted and not paying attention to the game. Oh no, he knows that I have Negate Attack. If I only set one card, he's going to know exactly what it is. Let's go, Dragon Bros. Parko, I'm playing very similar to your list. If we take a look at this. This is very similar to your list. It's not 100%. But we have actually not had a great win rate with it. Not going to lie. We've been drawing very badly. Someone said Metarion best deck. Manakis coming out of the woodwork. Well, goodbye, the dragon. I mean, our opponent has been getting very... It is unlucky, but it's like... It's a weird kind of unlucky. Do we just shotgun this? Potentially... We also just use this. If we summon this, though, we can't use that. So it's like, do we want the plus from that, or do we want the plus from that? We use that, we have to search the dragon, because we don't have any other option. We can't actually do that, because... So we have to draw into the dragon or fusion if we want to make a fusion play. Okay, let's just shotgun Pot of Avarice then. We only have 5 engrave, okay. So that's going to turn off Star Replacer, which is fine, because we can still get out the other 2 anyway. Right, there's fusion. So now we can use the search to get dragon if we want to go for a fusion play, which we're probably going to do. We'll go ahead and grab this. We will summon the Triad Drago, the dragon, and the winged dragon guardian of the fortress. I think it's just always Dragius here, right? I don't think we need anything else. We'll go 1. No, don't do that. Why am I doing this? We ought to do this. I also should have not summoned Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, so we should have summoned that one. I'm actually just confusing myself. Because I am, for some reason, just playing so badly today, but it's fine. We'll activate this, just a mill. We'll activate Fusion. We'll go ahead and combine these into the Dragia Star. 1, 2. Out he comes. We haven't taken a ton of damage, so I'm tempted to get a little bit greedy here. Let's go Fortitude. We'll activate the effect. We'll reduce. We'll set this. We'll set this. Do we keep this in hand? I kind of want to keep this in hand because this gives me a potentially good follow-up for next turn. What's the alternative? We swing in for 1,000, swing in for 3,000. Which is 4,000. I mean, this is already threatening lethal. I guess we'll just leave it like this. We'll go battle. So he has the negate attack. If it's widespread... it always stings every time. Every time. It stings so bad. It's a pilot issue? I mean, potentially. People keep saying that, Parko. I've had like 8 people tell me that today. The problem is all of them keep doing it with this weird like little black and white face, and I don't know what it means. It could mean anything. Tomato, go to red boot. You like the burn. What, the little 700 burn every now and then. Thank you for the follow, Wizard Lizard. What an awesome name, by the way. Wizard Lizard. We're going to take like an absolute truck ton of damage here. That's the question. The more I've been playing Mirror Gears, the more we've just been against level 8s that it does nothing against. Like, Mirror Gears doesn't work against Galaxy, or Dark Galaxy, doesn't work against Cyber Dragon, and does not work against Worms. And those are the 3 most common decks we have run into. It also, I guess, doesn't really work against Metarion. I'm trying to think if there's any other, like, big level 8 decks that are actually seeing play. I don't think there really are. Do we just take this damage on the chin? I mean, we could stop it. But... Alright, we're going to use this because I think it's one of those use it or lose it situations again. Although we did get punished last time, but we already have a boss monster in hand this time, so... There's the dragon as well. Very nice. Okay. So... I could flip this, summon this. Oh, the issue is that he'd be stuck on the field. But him being stuck on the field is fine. Right, we'll flip this. We'll summon out Triad. Activate Triad. We're going to activate the skill. Going to grab back the fusion from the bin. Thank you, music, for randomly stopping. I appreciate that. Then we're going to go ahead and tribute 2. Summon out the boy. Summon out the dragon. Activate fusion. Summon out the Hazy Strike Dragon Mirror Gear Star F. Activate Fortitude Dragon. Don't think it matters what we reduce. We use the effect to reduce. Summon out you. And I guess we just go combat here, right? I could change that to defense, but I don't think it's necessary with this current setup. Right, that one was the most important. I kind of think this is the second most important. Okay. We clear the whole board. We don't have any back row, but it's like, it's kind of whatever, right? Tomato streaming on a Sunday. What the heck? Hello, Cyclone Valley. Welcome, welcome on in. That's why I play 1. What's the 1 we're playing? Did I miss something? I used Red Boot in Quantum Rush and was doing really good. You had game. Did I have game? I wasn't doing any maths. I was too busy reading chat. I think we stop it. When I switched to weaker versions of Dark Galaxy, I immediately hit Cog in Rush. Typical. You had game. What was the game line? So, attacking directly wasn't game. I would have had to stack the reduction. Bro, you know, sometimes you just forget that it attacks twice. To be fair, it hasn't come up yet. It has just not come up. That was the first time we have used the attack reduction. That was the first time we've ever used it. Every other time, this is the second time we've ever summoned this guy. The first time it was a direct attack, and this time is the second time. So, did you reveal the secret project or not yet? No, we haven't done that yet. We'll probably do it after this game, actually. I don't know if we're going to win this game, but we'll probably just do it after this game. Again, don't get your hopes up. It's nothing like super crazy. It's not going to be like, whoa, this is going to change everything. Yeah, that 100% was a player skill issue. Like, I cannot defend myself there. What is going on with the bitrate? My bitrate is way lower than usual. I think there's a massive delay on the stream. I think I messed something up when I was sorting stuff out with streaming to Rush to Coliseum. I will have to try and fix that after the stream. I don't think there's anything I can do about that now, but... so are we going to crash? So you kind of have to crash now. So what, we crash, swing, swing, pass. Okay. Cyber Twin comes down, which is completely fine. Oh, that is the best possible final card that could have been. Okay, so that's an extra 1,800 and he doesn't lose anything. We only have 7 cards left in deck. We're only drawing 3 cards this turn. It's not looking great, not going to lie. I think we've already used our skill to grab the dragon, so we're probably screwed. Oh, he used entry. Oh, okay, that's at least something. Unfortunately, though, this hand doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 3. We still have a Dragius in deck, but we don't have access to it, so I think we're just dead. Because he's got exactly these two, he has piercing and a direct attack, and there's just nothing we can do about that. Yeah, there's just nothing we can do about that. Alright, that's a shame. We had the lethal, but again, we forgot that Mirror Gearstar can attack twice, but it's fine. Again, we haven't used it before. If we haven't used it before, we're going to be making mistakes. That's just how that goes. But I suppose now I could go ahead and talk about the secret project, as it were. So, what I'm planning to do is basically host a... I guess like a series is the best way to think about it. So the plan is... Change the sleeves. We'll do that in a minute, Alex. We'll do that in a minute. So the plan is we are going to be doing something called Rush Rivals, right? So Rush Rivals is basically, if we just kind of go through this, Rush Rivals is a series that is going to be streamed on Twitch and most likely uploaded to YouTube. The format for the show, because this is going to be kind of like a Rush Duel game show. So if anyone has seen the SEMO show, which is the King of Games, where they get a bunch of streamers on, this is going to be something similar to that, but not with streamers. This is just going to be like community members. So we'll talk about this a little bit. We'll kind of go through what this is. So it's 4 to 8 players completing in challenges that award cards, skills, and points that are added to their pool and can be used to duel each other over the course of 8 weeks. So this is kind of going to be a event where, again, 4 to 8 people, they'll show up. Each episode, I guess we'll keep reading this because it's going to explain it all. But every challenge and duel will be either on Duel Links or streamed to Discord. So what this basically means is some of the stuff will be like, you know, just an example could be like trivia, like Rush Duel trivia. Now, you're not going to do that on Duel Links, so we would just do that like on Discord, right? That's the kind of thing. Or it would be a duel challenge, so it's going to be like dueling with certain restrictions or something. And depending on the challenge, and all information-based challenges will only apply to Duel Links knowledge, so you will not be penalized if you don't know something that's in the OCG. If you know something in Duel Links, you will be good to go. Each episode is broken into 2 halves, with the first half being a challenge that will test your Rush Duel Links knowledge and skill. These challenges will sometimes involve dueling, but other times will test you in other ways. The second half being a single best of 3 against one other competitor using the cards that you have unlocked over the course of the series. So, as you complete challenges, you will unlock additional cards that you will then be able to use during the second half of each episode. So effectively, if we have 8 players, for example, you will play against one of those 8 people each week for 7 weeks, right? So you might get lucky and duel against someone who didn't win very good cards during the episode, and their deck's going to be a lot worse by comparison, but that same player could do the best in the following episode, and you got lucky and played them before they hit like a power spike sort of thing, right? That's kind of the idea behind this. So you will play against a different player each week, effectively playing 7 rounds of round robin until the final week, episode 8, where each player competes in a knockout bracket. So that is the logic here, right? This is going to be a for fun sort of event. The whole point is we go in, you complete some sort of fun challenge. Based on how well you do in the challenge and how you complete the challenge, you will be awarded special cards and skills. Then you'll have to build a deck. Now, because of the way this works, every player will have a unique card pool. So you will not be seeing 5 people playing Psychic Fusion, right? One person will be locked to be using basically each skill. There won't really be any overlap with skills. So everything is basically forced diversity. So, what would I have to do? Ideally, these episodes will be streamed at the same time and day each week, so applicants will be chosen primarily based on what times and days they are available, with priority going towards Twitch subs. So basically, your best chance of getting in would be probably find like a small group of friends that would also like to take part in this, and then work out that you can all play a certain time or a certain day. And then because there'll be like a large group of people that can all play at that time in day, I'm more likely to choose those people, because with something like this, scheduling is always the biggest hurdle. Getting 8 people, including myself as the host, would be 9. Again, this is why we're potentially doing 4, because we won't necessarily be able to get enough people for this. But getting 9 people that can commit to recording at the same time every week is a pain. That is a huge, huge hassle. So that is how we're going to basically choose this. Priority towards Twitch subs, just because that might make things a little bit easier. So you will be expected to commit to showing up every week for 8 weeks, barring some exceptions such as KC Cup or GRF, or if the host, which is me, is unable to attend. If for whatever reason I can't be there, unfortunately we can't do it. I'm kind of integral to it working. But some leeway will be offered if you're unable to attend for a week or 2. So if you have some sort of emergency, if you have some sort of holiday planned, for example, you'll be expected to find a replacement to play for you. There will be a substitute that will substitute in for 1 or 2 weeks. Any more than 2, I think, is taking the piss a little bit, because at that point you're not really playing. You're basically like 2 different people. Using the card pool you have accumulated thus far. So they have to use the cards that you have access to. You would be given you would be given a starting pool of cards to work with and unlock additional cards and skills from the challenges each week. This pool of cards will only be used for the second half of each episode, the best of 3 against a single other player. During challenges, you are permitted to use any cards that are available to you, unless the specific challenge had any restrictions. So again, you're only limited to your unique card pool during the second half of the episode. During the first half of the episode, you can use whatever you want. You do not need to have every card in Rush Duel Links to compete, but you may be at a disadvantage if you unlock a card that you do not own. So ideally, you want to have as many cards as possible. If you have every single card in the game, fantastic. If you don't be dissuaded. You can still play. You might just find yourself at a bit of a disadvantage at certain times. No players will be speaking in voice chat. I know some people are a little bit worried about that. I know a lot of people don't like, having their voice out there. A lot of people don't want to be on camera, etc. We have found a workaround for this. So no players will be in voice chat. And by extension, no players will need a microphone or camera. All communication during Rush Rivals will be text-based and typed in a specific designated Discord channel where only the competitors can chat. This channel will be public and seen by viewers on Twitch, so treat this channel as such and watch what you say. So again, you don't need a microphone, you don't need a camera. This is not a streamer thing, this is a player thing. If you just want to compete, you want to have fun, and you want to just yap, and by doing so, just typing to people, this is going to be for you. You will, however, be required to be muted in a Discord channel while streaming and for streaming and challenge-based reasons. This will be something like, for example, if I have something I need everyone to see, there's going to be a delay on the stream, so we'd get everyone into a Discord channel just muted, and then I can stream to Discord, and then you can have real-time access to the information that you require, because some of the things will be like timed, right? And you don't want to be at a disadvantage because there's going to be a delay. Each episode should take somewhere between 1 and 2 hours, depending on the challenge and how long your best of 3 match takes. So the idea is we get everyone in, we do a challenge. The challenge ideally shouldn't take longer than an hour, but could be as quick as like 20 minutes, depending on what the challenge is. The second half will be everyone gets into a duel room, everyone gets paired up, and then you play. Once you finish your best of 3, you are fine to just leave, do whatever you want, but you have to just finish your best of 3 games, and then you can go off and do whatever, because I will have your replays. They will be in the duel room, so I can just access them and view them on the stream. So, is there a prize for winning? Unfortunately, there is no physical or monetary prize for Rush Rivals. This is an attempt to dissuade cheating and promote a fun environment. The games played will not be fair. They will not be balanced. Players will have vastly different cards and skills available to them, all of which means this will not be a particularly competitive environment. Remember, this is a for fun event, right? Now, we might, as we say here, there might be something small awarded to the winner, but that will be decided at a later date, right? Basically, I think if I slapped like a $20 prize on this, right? I think some people would basically do everything they could to cheat, right? And some of these challenges are cheatable. That is just the nature of the beast. You kind of have to do a on-honor system, and I think taking away Anything that might incentivize cheating is probably for the best, because again, this is meant to just be for fun. You'll understand when we get to the challenges, like when I actually start doing this. I'm not going to explain what any of the actual challenges are, because then people will be able to like prepare, for example, and we want people going in as raw as possible. So you will, however, receive a special role in the Tomato Town Discord server, showing that you have bested the competition and become the Rush Rivals champion. So, deck building rules. Players will start the series with the following cards unlocked as a base pool. So, the logic is, if, for example, on the first week, you do really badly and you unlock absolutely nothing, you still need to be able to play a deck, right? So, this is a pool of cards that you can use. It's going to be awful, but it's at least going to be something playable, right? The cards chosen were based on fulfilling skill requirements and having easier access to fusions, which is why you'll see a lot of fusion material in here, and you'll see a lot of specific types, because some skills are like, oh, you need to have only spellcasters, so we need a lot of spellcasters, right? That is the general gist of this. I would have to play, I would love to play it if it wasn't Rush. I mean, I would be open to doing a speed version of this at some point, but there is a lot more work for speed. There are a lot more cards. It's a lot more difficult to be like, do you have all the speed cards than do you have all the rush cards? Rush has only been out a year. The card pool's actually quite small, whereas speed is actually astronomical, right? It's so difficult to do that. Imaginary actor spotted. Life Point Game Bros. Yo, it's the dragon. Where do I sign? So that will be posted in a sec. Don't you worry, Hunter. We'll get there. But yeah, so this is the starting pool. Again, these cards were basically chosen based off of skills, not really much for other reason. Pierce is just a good way to get damage in, because not all decks are created equally, unfortunately, so some decks will need this to be able to get damage in. The barrier is also just like a generic trap card, which is quite nice. Whereas Sparks, you'll have to unlock it, Hikari, if you wanted. But the only skills players will have access to is going to be life point gain. There will be a custom limit/restriction list that will be applied when dueling in the second half of each episode. This list will be revealed as and when it becomes relevant. So at the start, none of these cards are going to be limited, so it's sort of irrelevant to show you that custom limit list. It's not a particularly big list. It's just weird little things that we're going to experiment with. There's not going to be anything like super crazy. A lot of the time, if a card is going to be like restricted in any way, I would just give you less than 3 copies of the card, right? But there are some things, like for example, I don't want everyone to play a half and half deck of 2 different archetypes to gain access to 6 back row hate. That's the sort of thing we're talking about, right? So decks must contain exactly 30 cards. This is an attempt to hinder players from playing stall strategies that would lead to an unfun game state and a poor viewing experience. I know some people probably won't like this rule, but this is just something we're going to be doing. Realistically, sitting there passing for 30 turns isn't super fun. It's not very fun to play. It's not very fun to watch. It might still come up, but we're trying to, again, dissuade it. We're not trying to get rid of it. We're trying to dissuade it, and that's all we can do. So, how do you join? If you're interested, please fill out the Google form. So, I will go ahead and chuck this into the Discord server in the announcements, and then y'all will be able to sign up if you feel like this is something that interests you. Now, again, this won't appeal to everyone. Not a lot of people might sign up to this. We might get, let's say, 10 people sign up, but then, for example, only 4 of them or 3 of them or 2 of them can actually play at the same time. And if that does happen, it's completely fine. Everything that I've done, all the work I've put into this is modular. We can reuse it. We can use it somewhere else. Nothing is going to go to waste. So do not feel bad, like if we don't get to a certain number of players that makes you like playing this applicable. So either way, everything that we used here, you know, it's going to get used. It's going to be fine. We're going to be good to go either way. But ideally, we would get probably 8 players because that will give us the most diversity in decks. And we will then be able to start doing this. Ideally, someone around a couple of weeks, right? We're going to have a week of this survey being up, of the Google form. And then after a week, I will compile the results, try and work out who can play when, and then we will be arranging a start date to play. That is the plan. That is the plan. So let's see what chat's saying. Hikari, a burn player now. I'm going to sign up. I love this kind of thing. Excellent. If you want to play with Hikari, guys, you got to make sure you sign up as well. Maybe you should have done pairs so people can play if their teammates couldn't. So that is potentially something we can do. Like, that's not off the table. But some people might not be able to commit to being in a pair, whereas last minute you could just like find someone. I will also try and get some like substitutes that can just fill in just in case someone can't show up. But like having strict pairs, I don't know if that's going to be super relevant. If you want to have a pair, if you have someone that you want to sign up with and you want to just have them as your other, you can just DM me that and I'll just take note of that and then I'll have it all in a spreadsheet and then we can like keep track of it, right? So that's completely fine. But I don't know if having or mandatory pairs, for example, is going to be worth it. But yeah, this is it. This is the project I've been working on. I have been busy at work coming up with challenges, how we are going to implement it. I've been doing some like funny stuff with Discord bots as well to try and make everything kind of come together in a really nice way. I've spent a long time trying to somewhat balance the card pool. Again, the card pool is not going to be balanced. The games are not going to be fair. By, you know, just by the nature of this, everyone's going to have vastly different cards. So it is naturally going to be very, very different. I'm at the second question. I'm already in shambles. Isn't this... So the first question is, what's your name? The second question is, like, what's your favorite card, right? Hikari and I best team, 2 times Batarian players. I mean, you could also, though, just be both competitors, right? That's potentially something that could happen. All right, so we're going to go and change our sleeves. So we were meant to put the Shio sleeves on, but Valley has come in and completely desecrated all of that. So what do you want, Valley? What are you looking for? Away for a few min and I missed something cool. Gonna rewatch the stream later. I mean, everything that you need that we just went over is all in the Discord in the announcements channel. So if you want to catch up, Corey, it's all in there. WCS sleeves. Okay. Which ones? Is it under events, the WCS ones? We got World Championship, because we got a lot of them. We got the 2017 ones, the 2018 ones, the 2019 ones, the 2023 when we stopped playing and we came back. Magicians of Bond and Unity, just kind of slap between that and the 2024 qualifiers. The blue one. All right, there are 3 blue ones. We got 2018. We got 20. That's kind of cyan. I guess this is more like actually blue. This is like blue, but it's got like a nice like thing on it. Did you want this one? Do you want the qualifier one? Is that happy? We happy? I'm gonna assume we're happy. 2018. That is the 2018 one. All right, cool. All right, what mat are we looking for, Valley? Do you want a matching Worlds mat? Because we have the 2018 one. If that's something you're interested in. Meanwhile, a little bit of Sea Shanty too. Use the latest WCS one. That one? 2024 qualifiers. This one is just World Championship Celebration. So do you want the Rush Blue Eyes? Or do you want the Blue Eyes Ultimate on the nice white qualifier one? That is the question. 2024 qualifiers. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. That is going to be all of our decks updated. And then we'll go back and hop into some more games. And hopefully, guys, hopefully, we will remember how Mirror Gear style works. Fingers crossed, we can actually remember that it can attack twice. Because, as Parker pointed out earlier, we did have lethal, but we just died. By the way, you do have a few seconds to look at the new dinosaur. I mean, we don't now because we just started the game, but we will bring that up now so that we will remember. So I'll go ahead and grab that. If I do this, that way you don't have to... That's just annoying, isn't it? If I do that. There we go. Now I can faff while you guys are watching this. I don't really want to drop the Dragius right now, but I also don't want to draw into more bosses. But we're only playing 4, so statistically, it should be unlikely. Alright, we can open all of them, and then we can have that ready for when we want to bring it back in a sec. Alien Dance, Alien Dance, Alien Dance. I need to... Which one is Alien Dance on? Is that on the one? Because there's a bunch of different Twitch extension stuff. I forget which one's which. That is annoying that it's not on there. Okay, it's on here then. Why is my Twitch being weird? I don't like that. Tomato, I cheated. Don't DQ me. How did you cheat? Also, we do have the ability to alter your answers. So if you have done something wrong, you can just go back in and change it. That's fine. Okay, we just have like one little dude to deal with. What did he mill with? I just wasn't paying attention whatsoever. Activate script. He just sent it to the graveyard with the script. Okay. I guess that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. We can't get a search at the moment anyway. We'll flip up Triad. I think we are always going to shotgun off the Fusion. Or the Dragon's Inferno. Because we need to set a card in place anyway. So we'll just hit the middle one. Type change beam hit is like okay. It's not anything like crazy. I can't even use Triad Drago's effect because he doesn't have a 7 or higher. That's a little bit annoying. I think we still go for the Dragius. Like, worst case, we just get a back row out of him, which is fine. The big downside is going to be if he has an ability to make specifically the dragon one, he could just get a double pop. But here we could apply a decent amount of pressure. Okay, we got him down to 600. We still potentially could just die in one turn, because that's just the nature of Metarion, but we'll have to see what he has. I chose 2 cards and 2 characters, but I'm a fangirl. Try to understand. I mean, we'll allow that. We will allow it. That is fine. We're also in an ad break, apparently, so we'll have to work around that. Oh, Hikaru passed me the tomato Discord. I see. I love how Baj in chat or in on the Discord is like, stall strategies in Rush? That's a thing? Yes. Yes, it is. All right, we have a imaginary actor on the board. We got 4 cards in hand. It's likely a fusion is going to happen here. Now, if it's not Sir Painter that's being made into the fusion, we're probably going to be okay. If it is Sir Painter, we might be in a bit of a sticky pickle. We'll have to see what he does. Type change beam. Snake Clown. Okay, so he's going to reduce our attack and get double attack. That's a little bit spooky. So we still need another normal, and we need the fusion. Having the fusion should be, like, easy, right? You've got 2 cards face down. Probably one of them's a fusion. Glock. I mean, I don't think it kind of looks like a Glock. I don't even know what kind of, like, real-world gun... I mean, it doesn't look like any real-world gun, really. But I don't know what I would say this kind of resembles out of an actual firearm. It just kind of doesn't, really. Snake Clown spotted! This guy's name as well, by the way. Just ... Exclamation mark! Alright, let's see what our opponent's got for us. Star Restart. Okay, so this is like a sad Star Restart, right? Because we don't have the fusion to get back. Has the fusion in hand. So we don't know what the last card in hand is because he revealed the Snake Clown, then discarded the Snake Clown. Oh no, we do. It's Imaginary Arc Turbo. That is the last card in hand. So this has to send a card from hand to graveyard, so we're going to have to discard the Imaginary Arc Turbo, and then he's going to clear my board. Which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. We're not dead. And really, isn't that all that matters? Right, take the first hit. And then on the second attack declaration, we'll go card restoration. If we get another normal, we can get out both Dragiuses. Although Dragius on its own doesn't do anything. If we can get a back row hate, we just win, right? Just straight up. Just draw the back row hate. Boo. Okay, so now we just have to pretend that back row's nothing. I'm sure the back row's nothing, guys. Go, Star Replacer. I will activate your special ability, returning you to the hand and allowing me to summon something else in defense mode. Then I guess we'll just go Star Replacer again. Tribute 1, Tribute 2, out comes the Multi-Strike Dragon Dragius. I guess we'll fire off your effect, because getting more cards in the graveyard's never bad. We'll activate Dragius Star Nova. We'll use this. We'll grab you. We will just summon the dragon. We will flip over the fusion, combining the two monsters together. What is the best thing to play around here? If it's Widespread Ruin. Alright, we're going to go Talismanic Seal Ray. Again, just in case it's Widespread. If it's Widespread, we get absolutely demolished. So, we're just going to do this. Then we'll summon this out, which again wouldn't be lethal, but like it would be able to clear. We don't need the attack boost anymore, so we might as well just do this. Okay, we win anyway. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Why this fusion is so bad? Matarion deserves better. So the monster itself, right? The fusion monster itself, I don't think is actually that bad. Discarding a card from your hand sucks, right? But Land and Star has the exact same thing, right? So it's not great. But 3,000 attack that can attack twice is still really nice. The big problem is that you need to use a Snake Clown to get it out. Snake Clown, I think, is actually the thing I don't like about it. Because again, you don't want to be having a level 5 in your deck. Again, you can bring back Snake Clown with Star Restart, which is fine. That's not a bad thing at all. But it's also not great, right? I'm saving my dissing for my stream. Well, I can tell you, Hikari, that when we end this stream, we'll probably raid into you. Then I'm going to go and get food. And then I'll probably be watching your stream while I'm eating, is my plan. That is my plan for the rest of the evening. Then we're going to get a little bit of work done. And then probably still be watching Hikari's stream while we do that. And then we'll be playing in Grand's tournament. That is basically my evening. A little peek behind the curtain there. B level 5, not great, but we do what we do. Exactly, Sakadetsu, exactly. My survey, we need more broken speed skills and delete Rush Duel format to make another 18 Duel Links app for Rush Duel. Another under 18 Duel Links app. What does that mean? What is an under 18 dueling app? Isn't that just any app that isn't an 18 plus? I'm confused. Are we implying that regular Duel Links without Rush would suddenly get an 18 rating slapped on it? I think Grand is speed this week. Unless he's changed it. It was Rush. Let's have a look. Let's have a gander. So I haven't actually signed up yet. Rush Duel Swiss. January 19th. Yeah, it's definitely Rush Duel. Definitely Rush Duel. That's an Ancient Gear Golem. What is this deck? This is just 1500 beaters and Ancient Gear Golem. So this is not a real deck. That's what we're learning here. This is just a pile of card. I mean, I guess we'll just do this. Tribute 1, Tribute 2, summon out the big boy, activate his effect. Activate the skill. Go ahead and grab you. Nah. summon the dragon, activate the fusion, combine my two monsters together to form the Hyper Strike Dragon, Dragia Star F. Out he comes. Activate his effect, we'll gain the 900 attack. All set, go to battle, swing over the Ancient Gear Golem, and then I guess we'll swing over this lovely Earth Sorcerer before passing the turn. Alright. Get food, I'm getting home and then I start. Next week is Rush, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this week is definitely Rush, I can tell you that right now. Duel Links for Kids version. I mean, it's one of those weird things, right? Where a lot of trading cards in general are designed with children in mind, right? And that goes for Yu-Gi-Oh! That goes for maybe less Magic the Gathering. That's kind of like the adult card game. But like in general, the cards are aimed or created in such a way where children will get involved with them. Like I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a child. The anime obviously appeals to children, but they are also done in such a way where they do also cater a little bit to an older crowd, which I always do really appreciate. Because again, a lot of adults really, really like card games. In fact, I would make an argument that for most card games, it's typically adults that are playing them over children. There are obviously some exceptions, like the Pokemon TCG is insanely big, right? And that is effectively primarily children. Like, there's still a lot of adults that do play the Pokemon TCG. I'm not trying to say that there isn't, but that is probably the most, like, child-friendly TCG there is. So, like, I get what you're saying. And I do think that Rush specifically was, again, one of these new TCGs designed to appeal to a younger audience. The game was supposed to be smaller, simpler. He did say he'd do Rush this week because of the new box. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the thing right now, the Go Rush Grand Prix. Like, I mean, I could post it in chat. There you go. There it is. Go Rush Grand Prix 12, January 19th. That is today. I can confirm. All right. Shall we change things up a little bit? Shall we swap over to the other build of this deck? I would kind of like to try out the David version, and we'll see if it feels any better, any worse. So we're not playing any Sports Dragons. We're not playing any of these. We are playing these. We are playing 3 of these. We're playing Pot of Greed. Again, both of the Dragon players... Both of them dropped 1 copy of Dragon's Inferno. Very interesting. You got this. And this deck is also playing the Negate Attack. Oh, no, is not playing Negate Attack. I should reiterate. Do I not have the Dragon Trap on here? That's interesting. How many of this are we playing? We're playing 2 of this. That's why then. We're playing 2 of that because of that. We will... chuck these in, then we'll go back and filter dragons. How many Mirror Gears are we on? We're on 3, and we're dropping 1 of these out. Then we want Star Replacers, and we're going to want 2 copies of Fortitude. I don't know, I think 3 feels better. He might only have 2, especially since we're using the trap. I don't know, we'll reevaluate in a sec. He's also playing 7 Shift and the Star Restart. So let's grab this. All right, what are we taking out? What do we have that he doesn't? It's this, and he's only playing 1 Star Replacer. Interesting. I almost want to take out a Spell Trap, to be honest. I kind of want to try out his ratios to see how it feels. Alright, we'll take out a Star Replacer. We'll see how this feels. Just looking at it, this doesn't look as reliable as the other build. We'll see how it feels. Did you complete survey? I have not done the survey, not gonna lie. I've never really taken part in the surveys, but I'm also just kind of lazy. Did new episode come out? I need myself more Berserkudius. I haven't actually watched it in a couple of weeks. I think I'm at least 1 week behind, I can tell you that much. So I haven't checked if it's come out yet. They should add another extra deck slot for Rush and Speed. True. I mean, potentially. Oh, this is the same guy we played against that was playing the Snake Clown. And maybe we get more with Go Rush Fusions and then with Rituals, lol. Potentially. Alright, well, we always set this. Are we just setting these 3 pass? I think that's probably the line. I don't really want to just slap a Mirror Gears on the board for no reason, if I'm honest. Yeah, that dude got to be free to play. 1 star... Star Restart, and... Oh, 1 star... You're talking about this guy, right? Star Replacer. I always get him, like, mixed up. There's, like, 3 cards with, like, star in their name now. No way. But this deck got 3rd place in a tournament. That's why we're playing it. 50 gems for Finish the Survey. Ooh, 50 gems. I like 50 gems, Kim Friend. I like 50 gems. If the survey gives no gems, nobody cares. I mean, true. So we don't have fusion. We don't have a way to get to fusion. I could just, like, start slapping guys down, but I don't think there's a reason to. I guess I set Star Restart because it might get popped over Widespread. But, like, I don't think we do much else. I could just tribute this out to get us more draws. That's probably the correct line. But it's like, do we want to summon it in attack mode or just put it face down? I think we put it in attack mode, probably. We'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. We'll summon this out. I don't think we summon another one. I like having 1 in my hand. Flipping that up is also just kind of bad. I think we're just going to set this. We're just going to go battle. We're just going to swing. Again, we don't want to have too much on the board that could lead us to getting, like, absolutely punished by a Metarian Fusion play. But I need to empty my hand a little bit so I can draw more cards. Surely Konami will listen to me and add Noah Kaiba and give me a Prismatic. True, I'm sure they will. Actually, they don't care. Pele Duel say. Oi, Tomato, how do we get the 3rd Royal Rebel Fanatic? I thought we could only get 2. Well, if it's a slight grammatical error, don't worry about it. Right? Just don't worry about it. There you go. I'll change it. I'll change it for you right now. Okay, how does that sound? We don't actually not have it open on here. Okay, that's fine. We can sort this out. Just for you, to make this actually accurate. Where are you? Royal Rebel. There we go. I'm literally already hovering it. Okay, there we go. Down to 2. There you go. There you go. Now it's all better. Type change beam. Wait, what? You already have a dragon. Oh, we're just doing this for the sake of it? Okay. Wait, how do you have so many cards in hand? What the heck? Who knows? Hello, Tomato in chat. How is everyone? Hello, Alterius. Welcome on in, my friend. Spoiler alert, Konami doesn't read survey that start off with, your game sucks, I hate it, nerf heroes, or give me gems and prismatic and add X character. I'm sure they will, Why did we, what? What happened with the type change beam? We used type change beam. We changed imaginary actor into a reptile. Oh, it was just, okay, it was just making room. Okay, we're on the same page again. I think we just toggle off. I think we'll just take this. We could get punished in the sense that we might not be able to out this, or he might pop our... that's gross. We can do a fusion now. We have to grab another copy of the dragon. Is the only, like, negative here, but at least he's got a 28. So we'll grab this to hand. We'll grab this to hand. We will summon. 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 Activate Triad. Get a draw. We'll go Illusion Strike Dragon. Miragius. I think here we just shotgun the fusion, right? There's no realistic other play. Discarding this like doesn't actually help, and we do already have the Star Restart for a follow-up, so leaving this in hand is actually not bad. We'll go 1, we'll go 2. I think clearing his board is our priority, so I don't think we care about going for the direct attack. Do that one. We'll do that one. Now the question is, are we going to drop this down just so that we don't have an awkward amount of cards in hand? Probably. I don't really want to use this, but like, I don't want this in my hand. Put that back, I guess. I almost just want these 3 back, just because we've already used the search, so we're going to have to just find more copies. Well, we've almost got lethal. You know, assuming he has nothing to stop our attack, which of course he does. Right, please just don't... Okay, negate attack is better. It's still not great, but it's way better than what it could have been. So we've only seen 1 type change beam. So all he needs is either of these 2 or any of the 5 cards he draws to be a TCB, and we are in a really bad spot. We're probably not going to die here, but it's not looking fantastic, let's be honest. Okay, I mean, that's fine. The chance of him drawing a form of Actor, a way to get Actor, is very high. And the chance of drawing a fusion is also not that bad. So, like, this is fine. Makes the Cobra. As is, he can currently just crash, so he needs to use a type change beam. So has he also got a type change beam available to him is the question. We're using the first effect to draw 2 discard after discarding an initial card. So we're digging for something. Again, this does it out already. It's just it's not outing the way he wants it to. Summons out the Sword Dancer. Sets. Vitristar is going to flip us down. I mean, that is annoying, because now this is going to die either way. I can't really save it. But I guess we always use the Widespread Ruin here, right? The maximum we could have reduced it was 700, which wouldn't have saved us, so we'll just take this. Right, we have the Star Restart, so... yeah, we are looking like we're in a really good spot here. So we'll go Pot of Greed, just draw 2, because why not? So now we have a choice. Oh, we don't have... we put all of them back in. Ooh, that was stupid. I should have left 1 Star Dragon in the grave. Because he's level 9. That's really bad. That's so bad, actually. I can't reduce 6, it's level 9. I can't leave a dragon face up because he will just pop it. I also don't really want to leave him with a Sword Dancer because he would potentially just make a Vritra and... well, not a Vritra, he's already got a Vritra. Okay, we're in a pretty dire situation here now. I think... oh, our guys have low defense attack as well, so we can get... I think this is still probably the best line we have. Is Fusion High Dragon or Dragon? It is a High Dragon. So we can't use it in combination with the trap card, and we can't, you know, do anything else with it. All we had to do was leave a okay. I guess it doesn't matter. We did misplay, though. That is something we need to take note of. The problem is we haven't been playing with Star Restart. This is our first game with Star Restart, so we're going to have to get used to that. we have to remember that because we're playing Star Restart, leaving a dragon or a V dragon in the graveyard is worth it. Also, hello, Quantum Cubes. Welcome on in, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. 0. Alright, let's see what our friend has. Playing Luke. This is actually the first Luke we've played against today, I think. And he is playing the Dragon Skill. So this is probably a mirror match. I was really hoping we would draw a back row there, but I guess that's the next best thing as long as we don't brick on it. Alright, we kind of want him to pop our back row. That's kind of what we're going for here. Because if he pops our back row, we just get it back with our skill, right? So it's just free value. Okay, well he's having the opposite problem to us by the look of it. I don't... We have Dragius, which is the only reason I'm thinking maybe we actually go aggressive here. But, like, usually in this matchup, whoever goes first is at a disadvantage. But if we can force out a trap card this early, that's actually huge. So let's... But there's no point in flipping up even, because we have the Triad Drago there. Speaking of, we do actually have the fusion, and we have the dragon. So I could just slam, even go for lethal push. Did we go for a lethal line with 3 back row on the opponent, though? That doesn't seem like a good idea. But I kind of want to do it. Right, we'll do this. Okay, so he's got freeze. He's got freeze. If he freezes here, that's completely fine. Okay, yeah, completely fine. Because now we just set. We just go defensive, which is completely fine. We could activate Pot of Greed and see if we get lucky, but I don't think it's worth it when we can just cleanly set 6 cards. Alright, what have you got for us, Zero? Summon out the Star Replacer! By activating its effect, we can bring back the dragon in face-down defense position. So I assume we're probably going to be doing a tribute summon here. Especially if we summon that. It's a bit weird. What are we looking at? Dragius. Yep, Dragius comes down. Okay, we have no traps, so we can't interact with this. Dragon's Inferno. Please don't hit Pot of Greed. Okay. Talisman Accelerate, arguably better than Pot of Greed, depending on the situation. Obviously, we'd really like him to hit the middle one. Activates the Dragius. If he can't clear, this is actually super fine. Okay, we lose the free draw, which is okay. We'll lose the dragon, which is okay. We still have the fortitude, so we can still reduce. So if we find any of our dragons, we can clear. Speaking of, I guess we start doing things, right? We'll go Pot of Greed. That's interesting. How do we want to play this, though? Because we could go Phoenix Dragon, discard, get back. We only have 3 bodies to work with. So making, like, a double fusion play is just not... We have 7 Shift. So activate 7 Shift, discard this, summon this. Tribute, get this out. So do we go for both fusions? Potentially. What's the downside? We can get the dragon immediately, do the fusion, use Star Restart. Oh, because we don't have cards because of Star Restart? 1, 2. Oh, no, I think we do. Right. Right, let's play this out. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to activate the effect. We're going to grab back the dragon from the grave. We're going to summon the Phoenix Dragon. He's not in the graveyard. Okay, that's fine. It just means we have to make double Illusion Strike Dragon. So we'll flip this up. We'll activate Fortitude. That's just another one into the bin, I guess. We will go ahead and tribute both of these monsters. Summon out the big boy. Have I lost a card at some point? Yeah, we have. No, we haven't. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. We'll summon out the dragon. We'll flip over fusion. We'll go into Hazy Stalike Dragon. Out he comes. Then I will, I guess, just straight away do this, right? We lose one, we lose the other. Is this one going to the graveyard? Yeah, if that one's to graveyard, this one's to deck. So we'll activate Star Restart. Get rid of this. I don't know if it matters. We'll get rid of this. Bring this out. Grab this. Oh, that's annoying. That is actually so annoying. So he had freeze and rice just immediately. Bro. Alright, so now we'll 7 shift. Send this to the bin. We'll summon this out. We'll set this, and now as long as this attack connects, we're still kind of fine. And he has another usable trap! Bro, what did you open? So, what is your trap? You have only wimps in the graveyard. So, the trap is probably a Dragon's Fortitude. This guy actually opened so nuts, bro. So nuts. We got a 7s, so we can use that to reduce by 7. That's the best we've got right now as a combat trick. Flips up the dragon. Activates fusion. Summons out Hyper Strike. How greedy is he getting? Oh, he got greedy. Oh, we can punish this now. There's nothing we can do about that. So let's take that. You idiot. You saw there was a delay and you still did it. Get out of here, nerd. Okay. We don't have access to our fusion. We do have Dragon's Inferno, though, so we'll just get rid of that card that should be a Fortitude. This should just be Fortitude. Oh, it was Slime. Okay, it was Slime. That's fine. Nothing really changes there. He's already used his Fusion, so when he uses his skill, he could grab back both Fusion and... Oh, this is actually really annoying. How do we play around this? Do we just leave one guy on the board? I almost don't want to go in because... So I could summon out the second Illusion Strike, right? And then I could get him for 25. Then on his turn, he takes back Fusion and the Dragon. Then if he just makes a Fusion guy, we're just cooked, right? Oh, come on, bro. We're also playing this. He's just playing all of it. He's playing Red Boot in this list. Bro is just playing like the most high roll deck of all time. He went, how could I make this deck more consistent, or should I just like play slots all day? And he's just gone, oh, we'll just play slots, don't worry about it. Watch him have a boss monster in hand as well. He'll just have drawn one. Jesus Christ. That's so sad. That's so sad. Right, we can have access to our fusion now at the very least. So we'll grab this back. We'll go Star Replacer, activate Star Replacer. Of course, we're at a point now where our life points are so low, we can just die to anything. That's the scary part of this. I don't think this is going to matter. So we reduce, we get 2 attacks in. How much damage is this actually? Reduced by 15. Puts him down to 1,000. Get him for 2,000 plus 3,000. Oh, did we have lethal? Did we miss lethal? No. No matter what, we couldn't have gotten out a guy that had more attack. We're so close to lethal, but we don't have lethal. And there was no way to get lethal, I don't think. We're actually 200 off lethal. The only other monster we could have gotten out was the 0 attack guy. 200 off lethal, bro. Well, we can't summon this at attack, so we're just dead. So... Oh, wait, he can't attack directly. He can't attack directly anyway. No. That's right, that's right. Again, this is the first time it's come up. This is the first time it's come up that we've had the opportunity to attack directly, but we can't attack directly because the effect says we can't. It's fine. Alright, you drew 7 shift and another boss. How many bosses are you running and you're just not bricking, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4. He has at least a 5th in hand. Dragia Star Nova. So this is the problem, is he makes this, attacks directly, and we can't use our trap card because we can't use our trap card. And we're unfortunately 500, well, I guess like we needed 501 more life points to live through the cheese, but there's nothing we could do with. This is what we were worried about as well. Like, we could have used the buffered slime on the Mirageus attack, but then we would be at exactly 3,000. It only saves us 500 life, so we'd still be dead. Did we make any mistakes here, is the question. I don't think we did anything wrong. I don't think we did anything wrong. We'll save that replay. I'm pretty sure we didn't make any, like, mistakes. I'm pretty sure we played that as pretty much as well as we could have. I mean, we would have won really early, but he opened... He literally, turn 1, set Slime, Ice Prison, or Forever Freeze even, and Rice Terrace. That was his open. He opened all 3 of those traps. So I think I just came down to, like, he just got, like, super lucky, right? Yeah, he was on 6 bosses. He's playing one of, a 3 of 2 of split. He's randomly playing Dragon's Return because reasons. We are playing 2 copies of 7 shifts. That does at least somewhat complement the 6 bosses. But yeah, he just opened 3 trap cards turn 1. That's basically why we lost. He hasn't even got a full extra deck. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I think we have also been, like, notoriously, like, so unlucky today. Like, this has actually been so painful, some of this. Cough, dino cough. Right, Corey, you really need to say it well in advance, right? If you're not saying it in advance, you're going to send a message after I started a game, and then we're not going to see it. Right, I guess we'll just be ending the turn with him in hand. We're not summoning him out. Cork Trooper. Okay. Where are we going with this Cork Trooper? So this is Hammer Crush deal aggro? I guess? Ah. I mean, I could just summon out 2 guys. I don't know if that's, like, the correct line, but it's like, it's a line. Summon. I'm going to use 7 shift here. I'm going to send this. I'm going to summon this. Oh, he doesn't have a 7. I always forget about that. That's fine. We were always doing this Slither line anyway. I think we're just going to get this. I don't really want both of these in my hand. And this is like a stronger board. If he is playing like Hammer Crush deal, Machine Good stuff, then this should be a little bit awkward for him to deal with. He would need to summon double boss with 5 cards in hand and without a graveyard set up for Bicorn. I've been leveling my Rush character. Okay. Now, the question is, was this Hammer Crush good stuff? Is that what it was? I mean, it could also have been the, what is it, Lightstar Sign? Like, machine deck. We've also seen that, seen a little bit of play. It was Hammer Crush Deal, and it was just machine good stuff. Okay, so this is like a really bad machine good stuff, but it was a good machine good stuff nonetheless. I've been leveling... Oh, abort. Okay, we could do it. We could look at... We could take a gander at what Corey wants us to look at. So... Let's get rid of this. So, we have kneel before Dyna Majesty, Dino Dyna Kaiser. What a name. What a name. So what am I looking at here? We're looking at a dinosaur, like a bipedal dinosaur, wearing armor. Kind of cool looking armor as well. And he's got a big chunky sword. Okay, okay. Artwork. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Level 10 Earth Dinosaur, 2400 attack. Little bit low. Little bit low. You can tribute summon this card in attack position by tributing 1 dinosaur monster. Okay, okay. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field. Have it lose 800 attack until the end of the turn. Then you can choose 1 dinosaur maximum monster in your graveyard and add it to the hand. So you tribute it out for 1 guy. So it's a -1 to get it out. You then reduce an opponent's monster's attack by 800. And then, assuming we have dinosaur maximums, which we could have even tributed a dinosaur maximum to get this out, we add it back to the hand, so it replaces itself. So this basically is like a Cyber Dragon, sort of, where it's kind of free to summon, as long as we have a max in the grave, or a max in our hand, even. Okay, this is actually kind of nice. This is a really nice consistency piece. It also gives you a game plan outside of, you know, just summon the max. You can actually do things when you don't have the maximum out. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I like this. There's also a couple of other cards. We might as well look at them now anyway. Sentinel Officer. This looks like a Galaxy card. So Light Galaxy, 1000 attack, 500 defense. If the only monsters in your graveyard are Galaxy monsters, so not specifically Light or Dark, so this is part of like the Chaos Galaxy build. Fusion summon a level 9 Light Galaxy monster by sending 1 Light monster and 1 Dark monster from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Okay. Okay. So... It's just fusion. It's fusion on a body for Chaos Galaxy, which is kind of nice. I quite like this card. It's free as well. It doesn't have a cost, which is like super nice. It just has a restriction, right? But it's not like a cost. This is cool. This is cool. Yeah, not broken, but really decent dino. Yeah, it's kind of like playing Maximum Ragnarok, but with dinos. Kind of. Then we have add some beetles to your Dark Insect army. So we have the Mulinous Power Beetle. 1100 attack, 400 defense. If there are 4 or more Dark Insects in your graveyard, choose up to 2 insects with 400 defense. Okay, so that's their gimmick, 400 defense. And a continuous effect. Are all of the Ninsects, do they all have 400 defense as well then? Special summon them to your field face-up defense position. Okay. So you just summon them, you get 2 more bodies. That's pretty good. Cocoon King Beetle. If there are 10 or more cards in your deck, send 1 insect or dark insect from your hand to the graveyard. So they really don't want these to mingle with the Delirium stuff then. Draw a card. If there are 2 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, then you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Okay, this is good then. So this is it's an okay-ish body at 12. It's a discard a dark insect from your hand to the graveyard, draw a card, and then on top of that, we also get to mill 3, which in the modern Rush game is very, very important. Is polymerization more than fusion? Yes, you are absolutely correct, Quantum. These are cool. These are cool. I like these. They're nothing like crazy, but like they're just decent cards. They're all around fine cards. Like a +2 is obviously really nice if you can get the +2 off, and just filtering plus milling is just generally good. They're all really good. I think for me the stand has to be the Dino, but I might be a bit biased. I do kind of like dinosaurs. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of my thing, so I am quite hyped and happy for that. But I guess that's it for the new stuff, right? Don't forget we also have... Don't forget, everyone, we have the Rush Rivals. Go and sign up now. Haha. But we'll jump back into some more ladder games. It's a weird one. I feel like today's been a really weird, like, ladder day, right? There's a Voidveil / Galactica Fusion, right? Yes. The whole new set is... I say the whole new set. The new set that's coming out does look like it is adding a lot of support for decks that play both Light and Dark Galaxy. So that's why everyone's calling it Chaos Galaxy. So it'll be interesting to see if the new Chaos Galaxy list actually does end up being really good or not. I must say, I can't believe it, but I like Insect in Rush Duel Links. I think Insects in general is like a really cool deck in like any version of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, we got 3 back row, but like only 1 monster is always super yikes. Alright. See what they got for us. Me too. I just wish their spell wasn't limit 1, yeah. Oh, no high-tech dragons? Not yet. High-tech dragons will be on Tuesday. We're going to be playing some high-techs on Tuesday. That's the plan. That's the plan, at the very least. There's no point in using a trap card here, so we'll just let this go. Alright, now we just need to not brick on these draws. Let's go. Hey, okay, we didn't brick. I'm a little bit caught off guard. I was expecting to brick. So, I guess we will set. Do we just... I kind of like the idea of keeping a high-level dragon in the hand, but it could also get me penalized. I could also just get 5,000 damage in. 5,000 damage, guys. 5,000 damage. $5,000 damage. I really want 5,000 damage. Is it 1,500 they lose? Yeah, it's 15. Right. Okay, 5,000 damage. 5k means Mirror Gear Star is OTK. Yeah, I mean, assuming we can get to it, yeah, it will be fantastic. We're only on 45 ourselves, and we don't really have good trap cards. We've got Fortitude, which maybe keeps us in it, but we still only have 2 monsters, which is a little bit scary. Especially if you're back to the 0-gem rush strategy, Insect isn't that bad, and completely free. Yeah, it's very, very nice. 5k means that Mirror Gear Star is OTK. Go big. It's what Luke would do. I mean, you're not wrong. RB Drive. Okay, so we are fine. Our trap card completely counters this. Oh, it doesn't actually stop 2 of these. Is this the one that flips down or flip up? Okay, flips down. Okay, this is fine, right? Because we just win. I don't need to do anything. We just toggle off. All we need to do is find any boss and a way to summon it, and we just win. Look, it's any boss and a way to summon it. That's crazy. Should we do it in, like, the fun way? Do we want to go for the Mirror Gear Star? I guess we kind of do. Do we have him in the graveyard already? We don't. So we'll do this. We'll grab this from the deck. We'll summon. And summon. And summon. We'll draw a card. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. I mean, this is send any card, right? So I'll summon this. Activate the effect. We are kind of spinning plates here, but, like, I really want to, so... No, don't surrender! I had... we could have reduced this entire board down to 0 attack. Which would have been really funny. Yeah, we'll save that replay. That's a bit of a short one, but, like, I think this was, like, the first game we've actually played against high-tech dragons. And it might be meta-relevant. I know because I'm 0-gem player in Rush. Yeah, Insects are just a really cool deck, right? Like, there's lots of different ways you can play it as well, which is quite nice. Opponent feel BM. Yeah, he just feels the BM coming. But I'm like, I could do a really cool play. It's so interesting. Alright, let's see what our next opponent has for us. Okay, it might be more high-tech dragons. Literally, as we've just said, oh, we haven't played against any high-tech dragons. We might just be playing another one. I'm thinking of building dragons. Which type of dragons are you feeling, Vali? NGMK. Okay. We're setting in defense. Okay, just a lot of defenses. That's fine. Yeah, this is not a very proactive hand. So I guess we just vibe. Do we set the dragon? I kind of want to set the dragon. I also don't think Phoenix is going to be doing anything for a while, whereas Triad might actually do something. So we're going to do this. Let's see what he's got. The try-hard ones. The No Mercy. Dragon's probably the cheapest to make. I mean, they have, like, basically 2 deck build boxes, which is kind of weird. I assume the first deck build box is still available. I don't actually know if they, like, disappear or something. Flip up the Beta Burn Dragon. Okay. Welcome, Beta Burn Dragon. We flip up the Flip Dragon. This is one that flips attack to face down, so we don't really care about that. They are there forever. Okay, that's good to go. Right, Dragon's Inferno is going to hit our Dragon's Inferno. Behold! It's only pickup boxes that leave. I see. We haven't had any pickup boxes in Rush, I don't think, so far. Dragius Fusion can be if you don't go for Star Replacer. Yeah, otherwise it's 2 boxes and a deck build. Flip Summon Flip Dragon! Right, let's see what our opponent has for us. We got so many. He's got 6 cards in hand. We know he's added the Red Boot, but Red Boot doesn't get to our life points. There'll be a tiny amount of burn right now. Phoenix Dragon comes down. Here he comes, Red Boot. Alright, are we going to be booting red? Is that the plan? We summon out the Twin Edge. Okay. Activate Twin Edge. So, if Twin Edge could attack the middle monster, that would be really helpful for me. If you could just slam into that middle one. That would be so nice. Come on, you got this. I believe in you. You can swing into the middle one. 1, 2, 3. Ow. 4. Wait, that was only 3. Right, please, come on, Twin Edge. Just swing straight into this one. It doesn't have to be the first attack, but one of the 2 attacks I just need to be on this middle guy. Come on, Twin Edge. No. Oh, hold! Hold! Yeah! We're good! I just lost a Playmaker LD. I will be on YouTube. Nice, Quantum. You're going to be famous! I mean... Yeah, let's just do it. We'll go Dragius Star Nova. We'll grab the boy from the graveyard. Summon the Triad Drago. Summon Dragosite. Summon the Dragon. Activating Triad Drago. That's kind of like funny. Right, are we just going to go big, right? Right, this game is looking a bit funky. Do we just go unbelievably big? I think we're going to do that, right? We're going to activate Mirageus. We're going to send. We're going to reduce this. We're going to reduce this. We're going to activate Fusion. Right, we're going to get stopped by a trap, but if this works, it is the funniest thing of all time. Come on, just don't have a legend trap. If he just doesn't have a legend trap, guys. He just doesn't have a legend trap. Legend traps do not exist. They cannot hurt us. Never fear. Legend traps are irrelevant. Set. Go to battle. Swing. Come on. No legend trap. No legend trap. You can have the silly dragon trap. Oh no, it's got to be a legend trap. What else could it be? Damn it! Damn it! I mean, he can't out this at the moment. He can't out this at the moment. This is fine, right? He needs to get another... He needs to get 6 dragons in the graveyard to out it with Red Boot. Using the skill, he can put 1 there. He could search a second copy of Red Boot, which gets 2 more in there. That's still only 3. He would still need to find a way to get 3 more dragons in there. Now, he could have a TSA or a Tribute to the Doomed. Or Shield and Sword? Right, this still doesn't... Oh, and Dragon's Inferno, no! Okay, we're screwed. So now he uses the skill, grabs a second copy of Red Boot, tributes both of these, summons the Red Boot, summons anything, uses the skill, burns us for a bit, slaps over for around like 400 or something, gets in for that, and then gets in again. So I don't think we're dead. I don't think we're dead on board. Like, plus knowing what he's got. But he might have more. He might have more. YOLO! Where's Trunade when you need it? I mean, Heavy Storm as well. Both Trunade and Heavy Storm are legends in Rush. They're just not in Duel Links yet. Believe, Prage! Hello, Tomato. Are you playing the tourney today? Yes, I am, Toti. I'm going to be playing probably some sort of Fusion Dragons. I don't know which one I prefer. We haven't really played enough of this step, I think, to really know yet. What's going on here? Don't Bluetooth me. You can't yet. That also doesn't do it. Are we fine? We're burning. Okay. We're using Red Boot. Okay, we're fine. TSA in this deck is terrible. I mean, you're not wrong. It is counterintuitive. But it does work really well with Blue Fang, right? So, like, I could see the logic if someone wanted to play it in it. Man, this dragon deck sucks. Which one? His or ours? Ah, man, if only he didn't have... If he just didn't have the legend, that would have been so good. He, by the way, he drew... Did he draw 5 cards for turn? I think he had like 20-something cards left in deck. Alright, this is going to burn us for 300. This is going to burn us for up to 7. As is, he can't clear what we've got. There's no point in summoning guys in attack. If he just finds a Flap Dragon, we're just dead. We can't outplay Flap Dragon. That's not happening. We do not have the cards to do it. So I guess we just do this. And pray. Beta burn only burns on summon? Oh yeah. It's weird to me that some of them... No, I guess it still is in the requirement. It's just at the end of the requirement. Okay. Even if he could burn us, though, it still wouldn't matter. Because, like, the maximum he could burn us for is 11 with what he's got, right? That's right. We're doing what Dragon Fusion does best. We just put a load of stuff in defense. You are dead to pressure and tribute summon. No, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. Don't worry about it. Listen, we couldn't manifest the Legend Trap away, but we can at least manifest the fact that our opponent won't have pressure and a Tribute Monster. Boop. Haha, we have done 200 damage now. That's kind of good. That's not bad. Triad Drago. The Dragon. Triad Drago's effect. Draw a card. Alright, if he has, by the way, if he has Forever Freeze, we are so cooked. Just don't have it. Just don't have Freeze. Okay. There is now hope. There is a chance. So now I can just use fusion, combine these two together. I can't really do anything with the star restart, is our big kind of pain in the ass. There's nothing we can do with it, is there? As much as I would love to do something with it. So we'll go for our Hyper Strike Dragon Dragia Star F. But then what's the play now? So we always use the plus 900 attack. There's no reason to do anything else. Getting that amount of damage is just not feasible. It's just not. Is it even worth using TSA here? I could just get another body back. Getting a normal monster, though, just doesn't do anything. We've only got 9 cards left in deck. Do we need any cards back in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. All of our bosses are in the bin. So I think we use TSA just to get our bosses back. We don't want, like, too many bosses, but we want some bosses. Let's do this. Oh, I should have used this first. I really should have used this first. Now he knows which one to hit. I don't think it matters too much, realistically. Like, even if we lose the Starry Start, it's kind of whatever, right? Okay, we attempt to swing. I mean, I don't think the damage matters. I think we just swing here. Okay, so what's changed? He has a dragon in the graveyard, which means he has Dragon's Fortitude face down. Okay, that's something to keep note of. He has Dragon's Fortitude. Now, we might just be dead anyway. We might just be dead, but I think we've done as well as we could. We are swinging an ad break, apparently. Okay, Fortitude comes down. That lets him reduce the attack of my Dragia Star, which is not a great start, but we're maybe fine. Flip Dragon, honestly, would be bad. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Right, reducing again. All we want to do is just not die. Like, nothing else matters. It's just we don't want to die this turn. Unfortunately, with no back row whatsoever, there's not really much we can do about that. That is fine. Right now, this only represents 300 damage. That's not fine. How many? You're going to get all 7, aren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you're going to burn me for 7. And then you're going to swing over this, and that's just lethal. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it sucks, but, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, if we had, like, any trap, like, live, we just, like, survive and then win. But, like, we've kind of already used our traps. I say that. I think we just lost. I don't remember how we lost the slime. We didn't use it, but we lost it somehow. Like, it got popped or something, or we milled it. Widespread. Did we use widespread? I think that also got milled. So we've milled all our traps. We haven't actually used any. I redeemed something, but I only have one deck. Surely I win. And now he will fuse. Could you imagine? I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But. We had some good games. We had some bad games. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to be ending the stream as we got to go get food. We've got to do stuff. We've got to get ready for Grand's tournament. We've got some work to do. Oh, woe is us. But we will be back again on Tuesday where we will be playing the Red Boot deck ourselves. We'll be playing the high-tech Dragon deck, which is going to be a lot of fun. We've got, what, Grands Tournament on today? I don't know if we've got any other Rush events coming up, but also, don't forget, give me my refund. What did you do? I'm not refunding anything, Varley. Duel challenge. No, you've done it at the wrong time, mate. You can deal with that. We'll give you a duel challenge next time if you remind us. But we will be playing in Grand Tournament later. We will be playing the High-Tech Dragons on Tuesday. Monos is tomorrow. Yes, that's right. Monos is tomorrow as well. So make sure you sign up for that. We also, again, we do have our Rush Rivals. If you want to sign up for that, everything you need to know is in the Discord in the announcements channel. So, with that said, I will see you next time. We're also going to go raid Hikari, so say hello to her. Goodbye.